What is good, y'all? I have recruited William to get on my channel for the first time in like fucking years. What's good?
Years.
Like actually. Today we will be talking about tiebreak theory. And I kind of have things I want to say, but I don't have an overall point with this. William graciously got some stats. Oh wait, are these all old? The 1v1 playoffs tiebreak records overall?
Yeah, those are 2 years old.
Then why the fuck did you link this shit to me, bro? Get that out of my face.
What? Because I wanted to put them all on the same sheet.
Oh, well you did
Because
you?
the tiers tab is updated up to today with the Black-White series.
Yeah, when did I ever win in tiebreak on Dom? The fuck?
No idea,
I don't
but
remember that.
it happened.
Because I certified lost twice. I'll tell you that. This shit like wrong as hell, bro. I lost twice.
Dom was my time.
I don't think I ever won.
No dang. Look at them fessing up.
Well, because I used to have real opponents. I say as I fought Trace in life. Anyways, so basically the inspiration for this video is recently I've been seeing tiebreaks and team tours that I super disagree with. Number one, we got US West here. We'll probably get back into this a little later. I don't know where we're gonna like actually start talking about shit. But oh, it's not even updated on Smoke On, bro. What about your fucking amateurs?
Crazy.
And then actually it's hella loud. Okay, better. And 1v1 PL like this week. Like both of them just did some dumb shit, and I'm like, bro, how am I more knowledgeable about TBs than these fucking people actually making decisions? So where do you think we should start?
We can start with why you disagree with both of these decisions.
Okay, so
both the US West and
okay, so
mine.
Yeah, let's start with the Heatran's Horrors one, because Heatran's pick, like what they should have done was like incredibly obvious and they just didn't. So let's talk about the concepts. Okay, so we got offensive slot, which is like what you choose, and defensive, which is what your opponent chooses, right? So you have to respond to what they're gonna play, and you have to pick your own. So there's a lot of different factors that we'll talk about in this video, but so if you look at, let me copy this thread in again. So in the OP, the Heatrans 2-0'd their Horrors in SS, right? They beat Nick, they beat Strixeptile, and there's not really like an SS demon like, you know, lurking, right? So in my opinion, the way that I see this TB, Indy beat RTM like twice before this, and RTM's record was like 1-5 or some shit. Right. Let's check for frailty on. Oh, I do have the thread open. What team are they? Horrors. Kind of crazy that the Hyperspace Horrors made it a semifinals and TV even. Yeah. So frailty 1-7. What? That's like damn near worst record of all time contender. So it was 1-6 at the time of choosing this, right? And Indy's like looked like one of the best fucking players in the tour. He's probably looked like the best SV player, I would say. So if we go on the Heatrans, he's their franchise player, 7-1. He lost one time to fucking Linux Caesar. I don't know why Linux Caesar is in SV, but I digress. So you would think, okay, just claim the free win with Indy, and then you 2-0 their SS, and they have like no SS really. They have Nick, that's it. And you're so fine with Nick and TB. You're so fine with Dick and tiebreak. That's my guy. That's my dog. But
before you keep going, I would say like, I think if the Heatrans picked SS, they would have played RTM in the SS slot. I obviously can't know for sure because I'm not on their team. But if I'm just looking at the spreadsheet, I see Happy SH was 5-3, TGK was 6-2. So I mean, I understand like the people on the team probably trust Frailty a lot. There.
You cut out. You said frailty trust a lot and then cut out.
Yeah, Frailty was the most expensive player and like their franchise player, all of this stuff. But like
hell
you can
no.
still play
1-7, hell no. You're franchise bench warmer, bro.
Franchise bench warmer. Anyway, this is talking from the heat trans perspective. Like, I don't know if the heat rate of them of like picking SS because of
No.
RTM
That was actually for sure a better call. But you still have two crazy advantage slots. You're fighting a 1/6 player and like some noob. The dude's first team tour. Like it's not gonna get a whole lot easier than that, right?
No, yeah, Indy definitely has an advantage versus like every new player.
Bro, no, he is the best SV player, is he not? Like clearly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And that dude Peter
turn,
Griffin has had a pretty good tour, but not on Indy's level at all, I would say. Because like best of 7, best of 5, you can argue that shit's been dead since 2022, but like it's one thing to dominate best of 5 slot 3 or what the fuck not. It's another thing to dominate the top slot, especially because when y'all skewed as 1PO like the last one, I thought that was gonna be the death of slots, but it was actually the complete opposite. So many teams bought players that were so non-capable that it was like we have to like it was like a gentleman's to just like really strongly hope that your SV3 wins instead of trying to like sack or something.
Oh, you're talking about like SV2, SV3,
Yeah.
this distinction.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we were kind of an exception. But
Yeah, because those have the better roster than everyone, but I feel like Marshmallow played SV3 this amount in that tour, right?
yeah, he did. He played 5 weeks.
And so if you have the opportunity to get 2 very favored matchups, you just do it, right? But they chose black, white, itchyfoot. Like last year, don't get it twisted. Itchyfoot gave me a run for my money when I was like choking every game in the Ela Bandit tour. But yeah, itchyfoot is at best a fringe like defensive player in TB, right? What are your thoughts on that?
I can't really speak to Itchyfoot's level now because I still haven't watched any of Itchy's games, honestly. Actually, no, I watched the tiebreak games that happened today, and Icy looked like a much better player on the day. I assume they picked black white.
I had people tell me that picking against Icy was like smart, but it's like, bro, you're picking against a vet with Itchyfoot. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean, I assume the reason why is because Itchyfoot 1-3-0. I'm also gonna assume that.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. I know. I saw. I don't care.
Black white helpers in their team cord as well.
Yeah, and the helpers got fucking packed up today.
That would probably make them.
Also, especially because black white is Mickey, bro. Like, let's call it out here.
I found out like a week ago that Thunderous got banned. I literally had no idea. Because I saw like toxic tornadoes doing like the same thing, and then I was like, wait a second.
So we're picking a 3-3 player that was 7K for TB as an offensive slot. Like what?
Yeah.
Like what? That's just kind of unbelievable to me. Right?
It is. I would say it's rather strange. I mean, the other option was Trace, I suppose.
What I thought is just put Trace and Oras, bro.
Yeah.
I think what they wanted to do was like finally after fucking weeks of putting Sword as board and fucking NTG they're like, all right, let's take Oras serious. Let's put a good player on Oras. But that's like probably his second worst tier. I've never seen Bro play black white. And if you've never played black white, you're probably not that good at black white. In my opinion, you kind of got to be a little either fed by a mainer or like. But he's Italian, so maybe he could do it. But anyways, that's completely irrelevant. Like, if you can get 2 favored slots and then a semi sack slot, and Trace beat me in World Cup 2 TB. That guy's not a bum.
That was like 7 years ago, by the way.
Yeah, bro. I brought Kobali on, but still, it doesn't. And I think maybe Munchlax, but okay, that doesn't matter.
Okay, but yeah, the general principle is you want to put your like best players in the tiebreak, and if you have like favorable matchups, you should take them. Because Because like in a tiebreak, you're not just like playing against a wall, right? You have another team that have like sentient human beings. Well, you assume they have sentient human beings, right?
Yes, on occasion.
Occasionally they don't, but in this case, you assume they do. So yeah, that's my conceptualization, is that they didn't want to pick Gorilla and SS because of RTM being able to counter.
Oh no, bro! I'm getting countered by a 1/6 player. Oh my god.
I mean, that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
No. So I think their idea was that they wanted to, in like total theory, have an advantage over all 3 slots. Itchy won in semis. Gorilla's better than a Hero's Destiny. Indie's better than RTM, right? Like that's the idea. But you're also picking Black White, itchyfoot, and Ors Gorilla. Like that's the reality of it.
I can tell you that this is a recurring pattern across a lot of 1v1 tiebreaks. Is that teams try to win all 3 instead of stacking a slot, or quote unquote stacking a slot, in order to get more matchups.
And bro, you know what? You can be like, Gorilla, we're going to the finals. Just build Trace's teams. Just please do it. Cook, bro. Just do some shit, or steal some that you think are cool. Like you would be playing Ors in a side different universe scenario. Can you like this? This is your problem, not ours. Right, like in that situation, that's what I would do as a manager, is be like, Antonio, bruh, lock in for 1.5 slots. It's only best of 5 in the other one, right? And you don't even have to play. You don't even. I wouldn't. Well, here's the dynamic though of that, is that you either get. No, you would have Indie play last. You would have Gorilla, Trace, and then Indie last, right? Is how you would do that.
But
no, I'm saying like in a civilization where like me or you or someone that like knew what they were doing were managing.
Sure.
I think the Indie playing first thing is like really showing their try to win all 3 mindset, right?
I mean, the thing is, two people schedule as well, right? Maybe RTM wanted to play first.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened to me, like, back in the day, like, Zaya wanted to play me first, for example. That was a long time ago. But that's definitely a thing to consider.
Yeah, TB order matter. I think the art of game order is almost completely dead nowadays.
Oh yeah, it's completely. I mean, people just gotta. I mean, people have enough scheduling problems already.
Yeah. We saw in this tour. We saw Season on the Line, Burnian. We saw that.
What's that? The Burnian, like,
huh?
Come on. What's the Burnian disrespect? What was Burnian's record this tournament?
What's Burnian's price? You know that offhand?
Absolutely no idea.
Take a guess. Take a guess.
I'm gonna guess 15K.
Less. Whoa. Okay, this price and a record is not even remotely close to what I thought. I thought it was gonna be like 3K 1.5, 8.5K. No, I thought it was gonna be 3K 3.3. It was 8.5K 1.5.
Oh.
So you're having a 1-4 player season on the line. Like, that's just irresponsible, bro. Just irresponsible. And Kaif told me that he was saying that, like, it's kind of like an NBA thing. It's like the art of like the vet is kind of dead.
Yeah, I mean,
like it's pretty simple that the player with the top 2-3 most experienced on their team should be playing last, right? But we're having season on the line 8.5K 1.5 Burnian on for the whole season.
Oh no, I kind of okay. Look, I didn't. I'm gonna be honest, guys, and to Dom's viewers, I did not watch your video on like competitive mindset. But something I would say about competitive mindset is I think a lot of people don't have like the competitive mindset.
Yeah,
they just like play whenever. Like, they're like playing the game. They're not like competing. Is how I would put it.
No, that was literally one of the points in my video. It was like me watching like some undefendable chokes, and I'm like, you don't truly care about winning.
Yeah.
You should watch that video though. It's like an audio thing.
Yeah. After this, I'll watch the video. But yeah, I think just like getting a competitive. I know this is like a internet Pokemon, right? But I know a lot of people spend a lot of time on this, so
If you're gonna build, you might as well compete, is what I think.
Competing is good. Like, this is a tournament with a winner and stuff. Don't tell Felicia I said that, but don't tell Logan too, bro. I remember in PL5 I had a bunch of talks with Logan that like winning is like the most fun. Yeah, you have to understand that. Like, winning underscores everything. Like if you can have fun losing, all right, bro, that's good, but you'll have more fun winning. That was a point that I made a lot. Maybe not a lot, but we had multiple conversations about that. Okay, that was kind of tangential, but it relates to...
Nothing is tangential in my videos.
Okay. But yeah, I think that's related to the topic. Because, I mean, if you ask, like, Leru in, like, PO7, for example, if I asked him to schedule for Sunday because I wanted to play last, he would do it in a heartbeat, right? You know, like, nowadays, I don't know if people even think about that, right? People just play when they play. I haven't been in team courts the past 2 years, with the exception of this week. So I can't really talk about that. I can't speak on that more, is what I mean. Okay.
Also, tangential to tangent.
Okay.
I think Mubs played like 1 million game 7 or 8s this season. He would always play Sunday when like the week was up for grabs.
I mean,
and he went 2-5.
I mean, a lot of people do that just because of like scheduling reasons as well. That's all.
No, yeah, Sunday's like the day where you're not on shit, but
yeah, you have like lazy days. But yeah, you want to talk about the US West one?
Yeah, let's get it. So, I'm gonna relate this to something I told Emil today. He said, just pick your best 3 players, lol. And I'm like, well, if 2 of them lost in semis, is it that easy?
It gets hairy, yeah.
And then he's like, well, name a time that mattered. And I'm like, Catgirls. I lost, pretty sure Close lost, David Nadal for sure lost. And all 3 of us were playing and we got packed up 2-0. And so, my point here with the US West thing is basically, what I didn't like about US West here is that they, Frito is good at Ubers. I believe Zach claims that she's the only reason that US Midwest won World Cup last year. I don't know, I never watched a single Ubers game of theirs, but if your manager is saying you're the only reason you won, I'll take some stock in that. And then, to back that up, I believe she had like an insane demon tour. She like packed up everyone. She maybe lost 1 time. Right? Let's see. Let's take a gander. So, player records. Frito. 5-1. 5-1, right? Including, spoiler alert. Oh, this is like wrong. Frito. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay, yeah, Frito lost to X-Cal in semis. Didn't matter. Won in finals. Against the dude that Zach compared. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm behind on this. Hold on. All right, let's back up. So, Frito, probably this is her first breakout tour, I would say, that I've seen. Like, playing, right? Like, trophy tour. And so, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just a fucking idiot, imbecile, dumbass. But, Italy, their roster is, like, completely meant for this tiebreak situation. They're basically mostly boomers and, like, some average to above average players in SV. Like, Tricking is playing SV, but he's not, like, an SV mastermind, right? He probably just started laddering, and they asked him to, because they don't really have a ton of SV. They have fucking Pietro in there, and they have Kebab, who's, like, pretty decent, but he's not, like, a standout player. He's more of, like, I would say he's a system player. Like, Kebab looked really good when Italy, like, you remember in 2020 in, like, the old bad SS meta? When, like, the Italians just were, like, light years ahead of everyone else in OU?
Yeah, I mean, they were, like, always ahead. Like,
that year, they were the most ahead by, like, a crazy substantial margin, right? Let me show the viewers what they were on.
When I think
So
about Italian SS, I think about the Zero Aura Cinderace meta.
yeah, that's
That's
that.
what's
It was
popping.
that meta, 2020.
Yeah.
It was basically like Zero Aura Cinderace plus Fat usually. So hold
Yep.
on. Okay,
What is
semis.
this point leading to?
No,
By the way?
no, dude. Be patient, bro. You're watching one of my videos. Just be patient, all right. So in quarterfinals, Italy 7-1s Latin America. Everyone won except Empo. Lol. In semifinals, they 8-0 France. 8 fucking 0.
Oh, you're talking about 2020. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah. And then in finals, they 5-1 Europe. This is like probably the most dominant World Cup, right? Or like maybe East had a tour like that.
Yeah, probably Old East.
But like losing what, 2 games in the whole playoffs? 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, Old East always like played like West close and stuff like this. Like, yeah,
So
like they had like close finals and stuff.
this was the Italian peak. I feel like they got on the map in XY and ORAS, like they were, or XY, ORAS, in SM. They were all like Empo tricking specifically got really good in SM, but then in SS, that's when it transitioned from like US West and US East dominance to like more Europe or more anyone. Like SS is where the boomers kind of lost their grip for whatever reason. And so the Italians seized that shit, lost 2 entire games, won a shitload of them. They won 20 games and lost 22 in playoffs, by the way. 22. 20 and fucking 2. So this was their peak. They seem a little bit past their peak. They lost 3 SV games, right? But they have the boomers that in a best of 1 situation where if you pick SV against them, they got threats, right? They can put plenty of people in SV. But let's go back. So West, I would say probably played like none of their vets really. You can maybe argue him Forbes is a vet. I probably would. He has some chips. But they picked like 1 vet maybe and then 2 newer players. And they picked SV Ubers, Frito. And Zach compared this to like thinking you're an NBA player because you beat second graders in pickup basketball. Is what he told me. Beating the intro. I don't know what his full name is. Intro something. So
That guy.
And West has always had a cheese Pokemon mindset a lot of the time. They like to HO a lot. They like to stall a lot. They like to sun a lot. Just shit like that. Like Sun and Black White when that shit was bad. I was watching Zalmog recently, like what was old games versus ABR. He brought like Chansey Goth Rain versus ABR. Like West has always played really experimental and honestly, in my opinion, pretty dishonest. But Italy just plays it straight. Empo, SM, free win button. Just like Indy. Free fucking win button. They get Ubers picked against them. This dude ZS was having a great SV tour. He was like their only really super duper reliable SV player all tour. I think he only lost game 2 in TB. So you got game 3 SV Ubers Frito versus Punny. They could have put Santu here and probably still won the tour, right? If for whatever reason Punny couldn't play.
I will just say, real quick, both Punny and Santu won Grand Slam.
Yeah. They have two like low tier play anything vets. I had that when I was thinking about this video, but I totally forgot to point that out. Yes, they have 2 dudes that like are very good lower tier players, and you're picking Ubers against them with someone who's having their team tour debut. You're basically saying, okay, you're having like this great tour, you have to win it for us. And this is like some super armchair shit. I don't know anything about like the inner workings of S tours, but what I probably would have done was pick SV against them, and you can still play attributed M Forbes, right? But maybe put Zalmog as the vet in SMOU. Like, Empo was probably going to beat his ass, but you know what I mean? Like, Zalmog's had hella pressure situations before. There's a chance that he can win. right? That was my
played
thought.
like you in a tiebreak in a snake draft or something. I think I remember that.
Do you remember that game versus it's either BKC or EO, where he clicked HPS on a weakness policy Zygarde and got clowned?
That was versus BKC.
Yeah, he was like, so in his recording, if you go back and watch, he was like, he like instantly clicks HPS on Zygarde and he's like, yeah, well, this is weakness policy, and I'll like lose or something, and then he instantly just loses. It was like pretty clown because he just, it was like he was called like a clicker or whatever, but
He's versus. What can you do?
Yeah,
Too much aura.
BKC. That's another thing. BKC was not an SMOU player, but they just put him in because he's a vet and he can play anything. So both this and the heat trans I saw in recent memory and was like, dude, this is just not the right approach. Like, I think with Itchy, what I would have done with Frida, what I would have done with Itchy has been like, your win in finals was cool, but like, let's just play our vets and our best three players. And but tiebreak is so circumstantial and opinion based.
It is. I would just say from a tiebreak theory standpoint, the difference between 1v1 and SPL and World Cup in these tournaments is the defensive players, as Dom puts it, are generally a lot better.
And there's way more people that are willing to build the defensive tier at a higher level than they have all season, and there's a lot more, from my understanding, like Discord hopping, because it's just bigger. It's just bigger.
Like 1v1 Discord hopping makes me mad, but like SPL is a lot as well.
I hate it. I truly despise the Discord hopping culture.
I hate it a lot as well. Like in Barrows, limited it quite a bit, especially from the other playoff teams. But that's not my point. Basically, we were talking about like Panchams TB winning Grand Slam, and you pick a lower tier into them, for example.
Double Grand Slam winner was someone with their debut, like what we're doing here.
We brought up BKC. This was 2019 maybe. I think something like that. For more recent, I think in like 2023 there was the tiebreak. It was like Raiders versus Sharks, and Raiders picked SM with Sky Penguin, and that was gonna. And then he played Soulwind, and he lost to Soulwind.
Yeah, it's like it's like that could just happen.
Yeah, and then the Sharks picked Oras with I don't know what name he goes by now, John Filch. Oh, it was Fade. That's right, Fade. And then Fade lost to McMegan in that tiebreak. McMegan may have hexed him, I think. But basically the point is like when you're picking tiers into like Soulwind and McMegan there, where if we look at the heat trans in our earlier discussion, if they picked SS, they're going to pick SS into a 1-in-7 frailty. So that's a thing to consider. I would also just say, what was the point that I was gonna make? Going with the best players in tiebreak thing. It's a very, very difficult distinction to make between who's your best players and who is in the best form. And
And do you have anything to say about that specifically? Because I have something to add on when you're done.
You can go first, and then I'm going to bring up an example.
So, my example, there's a chance that... Oh, dude, I forgot to talk about the Thwackeys didn't put Drip Legend in TB. So, okay, let's say this. Yeah, so I remember I had this conversation. 2022 West was not a good team, but it was just enough to make finals, right? Or semifinals, right? Like skin of the teeth, 4 seed, had a TB. I was 3-0'd by Neomon game 7. He just didn't click them on and 3-0'd me. Kind of an aura loss thing to say, right? But it's true.
That's an aura gaining thing. Your opponent had a 3-0, didn't need to pick it. Easy.
Yeah.
Right?
One could say that, yeah. But in my head, I didn't truly deserve that game 7 because I didn't have to work for it. I had an option. Shit, I just got to go with that option. Lano T versus T-Tart. I don't know if that replay's still alive. Anyways. Anyways, maybe I put on S-Tours, though. There's a good chance I think we might have done that. Regardless. So, William told me that we bench Kantari because he just looked washed. Pretty simple. And he was like, if West wants to win, they need Kantari to play. And it's like, I don't know who the fuck we subbed in. We subbed out Kantari, put Boat in SM. I don't even want to know who was in that SS. Oh, me. Then who was in our black-white?
Well, what are you talking about right now?
World Cup of 1v1 2022 semifinals.
In the semifinals. Okay.
Who the fuck did we put in black-white?
I can find it. This is 1v1 World Cup 6. This is
No,
the one that's central.
no, not 6. Nope, that's not the number. Wait.
It is 6. I promise you it's 6.
Okay. No, I think it was 5. you can go. Nope, you're right. You're totally right. 5, we didn't make the playoffs. Yep, it was 6. God damn, I'm old. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, continue. Who was our black-white?
Maki was in black-white.
Who?
Yeah. Maki.
Oh, that dude's ass. Anyways. Yeah, that was a real desperation play.
The system player.
Yeah. And West had a system of losing. Anyways. System player from William. You heard it here first. Anyways. So, if you look at this, Rudy... Wait, dude. Are you serious? They put Rudy in best of 7 and Vertigo in 5? So not only do I disagree with benching Drip Legend, but they put... I would have flipped Vertigo and Rudy all day, no? I would have said, bitch, Vertigo, you're better than Rudy. I trust you more.
I don't know. I also don't think that... Okay, we make 2 points. So...
Let's go.
I don't think the Thwackeys really... I don't know who they expected to face. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, did they assume that they were going to play Bea in the best of 5 and Cave in the best of 7? I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, if you really rack your brain, that's the conclusion you should come to.
I mean, this is another point I wanted to make was at some point you do just have to like send in your best players, and then whoever they face is whoever they face.
Yeah, okay. So my point, which was basically your point in disguise, is that if you want to win this tour, Drip Legend's gotta play and, have his best foot forward. If you're not confident in Drip Legend, then you're not gonna win the tour. This team had like 1 point in 3 weeks, right? They had to get it out the mud. Just you get your guys. XD Rudy, we appreciated what you did this season. Sit your ass on the bench. Maybe build a few teams for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I found out today that Drip Legend beat eBlurb in the 1v1 PL8 semis. I had no idea that can happen.
That was a big moment, I thought.
Is a year before, like, Drip Legend won you the semis and set you the final.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
A year ago, Drip Legend was a top 2 SV player. And what that series solidified to me is that there was a big gap between him and Delamon and all those other fraud fake mainers like Emil or whatever. Dude, I just can't stop myself from having a stray on him every video. I just can't stop myself.
I brought him up this time, to be fair, but...
Yeah, that moment clearly set aside that he's a clear level below. Brad, bro, your background noise in my video. I'm gonna have to mute you, I think. Where the fuck are you? You need to... Oh, he muted himself, thank God. I'm recording right now. Anyways, that solidified him and Delamon above everyone else. For me, that moment is that's what I got from that moment. And then a year later, you co-managing with him, and you don't trust him over xdrudy.exe and Vertigo? Like, what are we doing here? Just what are we doing here? If you're trying to win the tour, ride or die Drip Legend. Because fucking Kaif beat Rudy.exe, obviously. I don't know who on earth would expect a different outcome. You know what I mean?
Probably stable, if I had to guess.
I feel like you gotta be able to see things from a neutral POV, which is something I've actually maybe never seen Rada do when he's on a team, right? I feel like Roddy's never had a fair assessment of his team until maybe last year when he won. He was like, yeah, we kind of just ended up in playoffs and won. That was the only time I've ever seen him fairly assess his team. He had, when he won before with who was on that team? The end of Prime Dennis, ACII randomly going demon mode, Soulwind. That broken ass team. Yeah,
man,
where you lost game 8.
You're triggering my.
At that moment, Radu lied about. He and the team lied about who would be playing till he could get an OP team.
Yeah,
because this is before signups were like dynamic. It was like, all right,
yeah,
this is regions. Whoever signs up is whoever signs up. If there's 8 coffins that are like GOAT level that rise up on one team, well, here's a chip, and that's exactly what happened. Personally, I feel like World Cup's time is kind of went. World Cup don't really got the same juice it used to have. PL, like, you can talk about 1v1 falling off. Still some juice, man. There's some juice. World Cup, I think, has lost all its juice. All the teams that are like have continuity, they just suck. Like, I feel like there's a lot of fun coming back to a roster that you had last year and building on it. I feel like that's a fun thing. When everyone was doing it, it felt very fun. It was like arms race type shit. Now it's pretty clear that people don't really, you know what I mean? People don't really look forward to playing with the same people every year. Whether that be personality, burnout, the same formats over and over, whatever. That's my opinion.
That's kind of an unspoken reason why Bears were really good, by the way. That's why like Bears was a special team, because we would get our boys together and like we had that like World Cup like construction, but we had a year on year building, but it was in Premier League, right? So that was another huge advantage that we had.
Yeah, and in World Cup sometimes you just get Mickey by pools and it's whatever.
That's also true.
In PL, you have to be active if you want to compete, and skewdas you have a lot of competitive players on it. That shows OP. That and the price fixing, fucking OP, bro. Just OP. And having all the builders and having motherfuckers slaving black white by your side, just unfair, bro. Just unfair as fuck.
It was.
But another thing that pissed me off about this tiebreak, that rant's completely over. Another thing that pissed me off about this tiebreak was Lit picking black white into Radu. Because I've had like crystal clear vision in TBs this year. In the past, I'll armchair and say some shit and it'll be just wrong. You know what I mean? This year, I'm like, I would never pick black white into Radu because not only are you purposely picking a best of 5 into Radu, you're picking the tier that he's historically like been the by far most respectable at. Radu and SS, bro, I do not give a fuck about you. Radu and SM, bro, I'll outpick you, I'll outbuild you.
Yeah.
Radu and SV, bro, you had to hack emil to get a chip. Like, what are we doing here? Radu, don't even get me started about Radu and OS, bro. I'm like 201 against that guy in that shit, but you're basically just picking his strengths. You're like, I want to face Radu, but let's give him the best foot going forward. Because it's like, no matter how confident you are about your slot, you gotta take it from a neutral lens and be like, I'm picking black white against Radu. He has to be in this TB anyways because he's Radu. I'm picking a best of 5 format where he can just hack me because he's Radu, but I'm also picking black white where he can beat me because he's built that tier for 5 years. At a high level. One of the highest levels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, just a couple points. I think they picked Lit because Lit is one of their best players, and Lit's also in good form in black white specifically.
No, of course.
And I assume that he was obviously very confident.
I'm not saying it's unfathomable. Like the itchyfoot is almost unfathomable to me, but this is like, I understand. You're picking your 3 best players and putting them in the slots they want to be in. Well, Kaif probably doesn't want to SV, but he knows he has to for the aura.
Look, I'm like a boomer, right? So after Lit lost, I basically just said like, because I did my my usual messages after someone loses, and I basically just said Radu is one of the best black white players ever, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know I don't know if they just didn't care or if they were willing to just bite the bullet. Either one's fine, right? But that's a choice you make. Because I was shocked when I found out that Lit 11 was the one that picked black white. And the Thwackeys picked SV. I had no idea. But that's just because my head is stuck in the past when Stable was black white tier leader and all of this stuff. Maybe he is right now. I actually don't know.
The point is, no, my point is throughout the years, Radu has shown black white is like his shit compared to everything else.
Yeah, his slot was always pretty good as well.
And so this is where the whole bias neutral thing comes into play. So I'm pretty sure the Thwackeys, or no, yeah, the Thwackeys had like a disastrous SS for the tour, right? How was the Panchams SS?
Board glitch went 0-6. So there's that.
No, I got this mixed up. So the Thwackeys had a decent to goodish SS.
Thwackeys had Zoe, right? And then
Zoe and like some Zoe slave who was Estra, who's pretty good. Estra was doing good though the whole tour, but
cool.
And the Panchams SV or SS was god awful. But I'm saying if we're going matchup for matchup, I don't care if this is like me like semi justifying Gorilla and Oras kind of transcendently, but I'm saying I don't give a fuck about the past. I'm fighting Radu and I'm fighting him in SS. What are your thoughts on that? They had an atrocious SS all tour. But I'm saying, bro, Lit, just hop in SS and beat Radu. If you really want to beat him that bad, pick up SS7 so you know, the better chances, the better player probably wins more in more universes. And I think just beat him at his worst.
I think when it comes to tiebreak theory, like a lot goes out the window when we look at a team. They have 30 people.
Oh yeah, 30 people in the court. Yeah, well, I would agree.
You have 30 people in the team court. I guess you can pick any tier, but there's also the thing that Lit probably just, Lit's the player and the manager, right? Lit probably just wanted to play black white. I think there was a tiebreak. Oh my god, I don't know which tiebreak I'm thinking of.
I got it.
No, I'm talking about myself here. Remember this? It was Central versus India, or somebody. Central versus somebody, and I basically just thought that I'm gonna play this tiebreak no matter what, and I can pick whatever tier I want. I chose to pick black white in that one. But basically my point is when you're a manager and player, sometimes you just make a decision based on what you want to play as a player.
Yeah, and I think I would have picked SSB of 7 versus them. Cuz give me 4+ games of SS Radu. Give it to me. Let's see it. Alternatively, you can pick Oras versus them, no? You can pick Oras versus them.
SS is a coin flip. So it's whatever, bro.
No, the only thing I don't like about picking Oras versus them is that they can did they have Seru?
They did. Seru.
So yeah, you would fight Seru and they'd probably bench Rudy for Radu. That's the only Kaifer's Radu BO7 would feed families, bro. NSV. That would have been fire, bro. That would have been fire.
Yeah, but I don't think that was best for Panchams.
Yeah, especially because Seru brings literally anything.
I think Oras.
So if you hyperventilate, then
you can't touch Oras in that tiebreak. I think. I don't think Oras is a tiebreak wood tier in general, but
Oh yeah, current Oras. We would have to have a big advantage if my team is picking that. You gotta have a big ass advantage.
Okay. But yeah, so that's recent tiebreaks. Cool.
Yep.
Anything else on those?
I'm saying shit that conflicts because I'm saying, bro, I would pick SS versus Radu, and I'm also saying that the Horrors SS was bad, but the Horrors SS 2-0'd the Panchams SS.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you're not playing Dead or Super Mean Bros, bro. You're playing Lit 11.
Yeah, I mean, SS is a mainer tier.
Matter of fact, give me SM versus Radu. Fuck it. Bitch, load your Ambi Palm, bro. I'll beat that shit.
Oh yeah, bring up Protect Charizard.
I literally brought that so many times in last Ela Bandit tour. I have no idea why. Like, I went werewolf form when I was building Protect Charizard teams.
Yeah, no, I think from a theory standpoint, you want to maximize your odds of winning, which is a crazy thought. But I think just there's different ways to do it in different situations. Like sometimes you can maximize all three. Sometimes you want to drag a player out from a tier like Radu and
It's like in basketball, bro. Man, you're bad at defense, bro. Come guard me. Let's set a screen. Yeah, get the switch.
Basically, I think if you want like a main point from this video, there are some things that still hold true always.
Yeah.
Which is what I just said. You want to maximize your win odds, obviously, and to generally do that, you want to play your best players.
Question.
And when you have a decision between who's in good form and who's your best player, then you have to. Then other factors come into play, which is like this prep and building all of this stuff.
All right, question. Let's run it.
What's up?
When do you not play your three best players if their form is decent? They're in decent form.
That's a good question. Let's use an example. So here, open this thread. Hold on.
I have one in mind.
What do you have in mind? I have one in mind.
Cat girls.
Cat girls? Cat girls? Yeah, we can talk about cat girls. I was gonna talk about where there wasn't a tiebreak.
Did we fuck? What could cat girls have done? In your opinion, what should they have done?
I remember I was armchairing at the time at some point. I think was I armchairing about your tiebreak pick or I was armchairing about played? Probably both.
Probably both, but I think plays what we did wrong more.
I remember exactly. I think I said something about. I think I said Mishlev should play. I'm pretty sure I said Mishlev should play. And the yes, I remember everything now. I remember telling Deg at the time when Zio picked DPP, they should send close versus Zio.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
And
yep.
They should play Mishlev versus whoever plays Dennis.
No, because Max beat Dennis in semis.
No, Max beat tricking.
Yeah, no, you're right. Wow, your memory's better than mine.
Yeah.
Why? Well, hold it. Then why did Max try LARPing me that he beat Dennis? Dude, I hate that guy.
Maybe that was a different tournament. I don't know. But no, I remember Max beat tricking and Max was hyperventilating. I think why Mishlev didn't want to play is because he was hyperventilating during that series.
Okay, well, I'll give you some intel.
Sure.
Max playing barely crossed our mind.
Really?
At best, it crossed our mind. Managers know who their best three players are. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, but I remember thinking at the time that Close versus Zio, Close beats Zio.
Oh, he packs him up.
Or Close, like back in like 2021, 2020, like Close beats Zio like every time. Like actually. So that was what was in my head. But I think the same now, I'm not sure.
Well, here's the thing.
I remember at the time, that's what I would have done.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay, continue.
Let's go. At the time, our three best players, managers know who their best three players are.
Yeah, they're Dom, Close, and Ecstatic.
Yeah, like you don't turn that down.
Yeah.
Max was a noob. Like I remember I know he's gonna get drafted because his sign-up post got like 40 likes maybe. That was when likes were at an all-time high on 1v1 Smoke On. Yeah, he had hella likes. I'm like, he's gonna get drafted just based off that, but there was no consensus on how good he was. And
okay,
it was like the Frito thing. Go ahead.
I had one more thing. I didn't respect Trash as a player very much, so that also factored into my analysis.
Oh yeah, I was I was in horrible
Understand?
mental form in that
Listeners,
point.
you guys have to understand. I did not know that Trashany was Dom. I literally did not.
Yeah, I keep saying that,
You
bro.
got. Anyway, continue.
So it's kind of like the Frito thing where it's like, all right, this noob debut brought us into an excellent position. Let's send the vets to close us out. But our slotting was just nightmare. So basically, I don't know if the semis shit actually exists anymore. Zach got pretty lucky versus me in semis, if I recall correctly. He hacks the game or two. And so I'm like, bitch, run this back. Honest games. Honest gameplay. Honest gameplay. Run it back.
That was your mistake.
You gotta look at what we did. I'm pretty sure we chose 3 players that lost. Yeah, we chose 3 players that lost. Yep.
You did.
You did.
Yeah.
So at what point do you not choose your 3 best players? Let's go. Because you know I'm better than Mishlev. But I had probably I'll say 5 to 7 bad habits when I played tour games at this point.
5 to 7, Jesus.
Yeah. Let's say them, bro. I would bring my worst I would bring my worst team game 1. All my teams were awful. This is shit, because TVP's shit. Number 3, I was just coming off of not playing for like 2 years. A year. I just didn't like get any reps besides like meme tours or like me ghosting some kid in that span. So I was really, the one thing I did do well is I did use my timer pretty well, and I sometimes I would like call anonymous people who knew it was me and tell them, hey, mute up, let me just walk through what I'm doing so I don't just do some dumb shit and not think it through. That was cool. And my timer use, I feel like low-key I had some influence on the how people use timer today. When I came back and started using it differently than other people, I think I was way ahead of the timer meta back then. That and like actually like talking through my picks, I think was good. And listening to music. I did 3 things good, but I had a ridiculous amount of bad habits. My teams were not good because I didn't really know how to build DPP. Kind of, I kind of did, kind of didn't. So okay, let's talk about it. When do you not play your 3 best players? Under what circumstance?
I remember I didn't like playing them when they lost. That's something I generally disliked. So if I had a better option, I would have done it.
Well, what if you don't have a clear standout better op? Are you benching me? Are you benching me?
Yeah, I would have benched Trashany 100%. Bench that dude.
So okay, so no. With hindsight.
With hindsight, no.
So what would you have done? Best of 7, Dennis versus Close. Best of 5, Roddy versus David Nadal. Best of 5, Zio versus me. TPP. What would you have done?
I would have loaded Derek squad and sent you in versus Dennis.
This was right before Derek squad got popular or became a thing.
I don't know. That was like a joke because that was before Derek squad.
I think it loosely existed at that point.
If you teleported the current crucify into Deg's brain, that's probably what I would have done.
But these matchups are stinky when we picked 3 players that lost.
Yep, you did. Which is like a cardinal sin. I remember it was something ABR told me once. Playing tiebreak, you must either 1. Okay, so there's 3 conditions. Ideally, you meet all 3. But if you don't meet any, you cannot play. So the first one is you must be positive.
Oh yeah.
In the tournament.
Oh yeah. No, I'm never ever gonna go against that ever. Not once.
Number 2, if you are not positive in the tournament, you must have a historically good tiebreak record.
Yeah, you gotta be that guy.
Mm-hmm. If you, and then wait, what was the third one? I'm sorry.
Alright, guys, ABR told me 3 things.
The third one was just do not play a matchup that lost.
Oh yeah.
Like, do not run it back. Do not run it back.
Yeah, because think of it this way. This shit just didn't work out.
Let's
try it again. Like,
no, like the Tears versus Dentist one in PL5. That was like Tears is their best player by far. So, what are you gonna do? He's like 8-2 at that point or some shit.
Okay, so here's the thing. So while you were saying the record thing, because I've armchaired that I would have put Trace and Oras, right? And I was like, wait, dude, is Trace positive? He went 4-2, and he beat me in fucking 5 years ago. So I'm obviously gonna respect him.
Anyway,
I would never put a negative player in. Maybe Close was negative that tour, because we were putting belt to ass so hard that like it's kind of like it's like the Eli predicament. Eli keeps getting on teams where they belt to ass people too hard, and he doesn't have to actually play like meaningful games.
I can't speak on that.
I know it's true.
Okay.
Everyone who watches SV knows it's true.
Okay,
Anyways,
but I just spoke in some superlatives. I'm aware, listeners, I was speaking in some superlatives because that's what EBR does. There's obviously more content. Like sometimes you just have to play your best players. But you know, basically what I'm saying is like all of these are factors you must consider, and I don't think anyone's considering all of them currently.
So worse. In hindsight, I totally agree. Close for Zach. Close should play for Zach. That's a given. That we should have built our tiebreak around that matchup.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
But so would you have played the same three players?
I mean, if your viewpoint is Mishlev hyperventilated in the semis matchup, even though he won.
Oh yeah, tricking a lot of the same teams 4 times, and Max was like losing his shit.
Yep. And then you have Trashny, who is actually Dom, who is your best player. Can he play SS? I don't know.
Well,
does it matter?
Anyone who was watching games would have said no at that point.
Yep.
I didn't have SS wins under my belt. Lost versus you and lost versus Gabby after I came back from vacation and just loaded some random shit.
Oh yeah, I played you in SS that tour. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember that. Oh my god. Yeah. It's a difficult decision. But look, these decisions happen when you have a lot of good players. I do want to make that clear. When you have a lot of good players, we talked about Italy earlier when they were both Punny and Santu, for example. Then stuff like interpersonal relationships and past history come into play a lot. Because I'm pretty sure Punny has played many tiebreaks before. And so has Santu probably. So, I don't know.
So anyway. Okay. So you're saying that... No, you keep dodging. Lay out the TB. Cat girls. Lay it out.
Cat girls?
Lay it out.
I mean, I would have played close versus, like, on the outside, I was saying...
No. Lay it out.
What do you mean lay it out?
Right now. Knowledge you have now. Let's get it.
Oh, so you like right now?
Lay it out.
I mean, that assumes like... I mean, I would have just put you versus Dennis and just sack it and try to win the other two.
I'm a pretty respectable sack player.
Yeah, I mean, look, the knowledge I have now, we can sack Dom. He's gonna try to win. Dennis is really good. If he loses, so be it. But we can win the other two. Close has a good record versus Zio. Ecstatic Cold is in really good form. Even though he lost, he's still Ecstatic Cold. He actually has a really good tiebreak record. So, yeah. Like he won.
But here's the thing, bro. Jad tried to do the thing where he fake won 3 slots, and guess what? He got packed. He tried to fake win DPP because he knows I'm very capable at DPP, and Zio hacks me, and I brought Zach to game 5. Lost 50-50. Dennis versus Close. I mean, two greats. Close can easily win. David Nadal versus Radu. Oh, Jad is comfortable with that all day, every day.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, why did we not pick Black White versus them? Is that an angle?
I think David Nadal wanted to play Didn't we just have a discussion picking black, white, into Radu? What?
We did. But at the same time, bro, I don't give a fuck. No, I do. I do.
This is all in hindsight.
No. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I think in this tour, I would have been like the world's most overqualified sack slot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Jad is probably thinking if Close loses to Zach, or God forbid Zach hacks is Close, then the tour ends. And your tour ends because of a best of 5 DPP series?
It is also DPP-ness. It's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I actually totally understand why we didn't do that. I totally understand it. Because if Close gets hacked, we lose the tour.
Yeah, I understand.
And Zach was a known lucky person, and Close was a known unlucky person. So
also true.
Yeah, I actually I never thought about that angle of it at all until that point. Lose, but if you put me in there, Max, you know, he's Frito. You did great. Sit on the bench, bud. You know what I mean? And now I want to pivot to another angle. We've talked about, like, here are the situations when you wouldn't play your best players. Kind of. Do you have any other things to mention on that?
Now, what's your next angle?
No, go ahead. I'm finding up something on a different tour. So you go. Any other circumstances?
I was gonna pull up the PO7 tiebreak that did not come close to happening, but I thought it would be a good example as well.
Which one?
The finals that we played versus Panchams and who we would send.
Okay. 1v1 PL, 1 by Big Baller, Barra, Skewdas. You can probably link it to me, but I'm going to be a little... Oh, you have everything open, don't you?
I need to link it to you.
Okay. So what's our angle here?
So for context, we were up 4-2, and then we had Leru and Potato Chan play. So if we tiebreaked in that tour, that means Leru and Potato both lost.
Which is like dire. Well, I mean, Jacob was losing every meaningful game that tour, in my opinion. But
yeah, I mean, Jacob was like 3-5 at this point. Okay. So they were obviously going to pick SS into us because their SS struggled the entire tour, right?
Yeah, y'all. Well, I honestly didn't see it as much of a struggle, but I just saw it as more of a semi-sack. It's like, yeah, I mean, because basically my angle as an outsider, my view of the skewdas at this point was like, you were trying to anti-burnout. I know you're capable of getting your SS to win more games. And you treated Black White as a jail, right? That was one of the smartest things I've ever seen in my life, by the way. Oh, okay. We have a tier that no one wants to build, no one wants to play. Bitch, if you lose, play it.
Are you talking about Nick?
No, I'm talking about Black White, using Black White as jail. I'm saying, if you're talking to Emil or Maki and say, hey, Emil, Maki, if you lose, you're going to Black White.
Oh, the Black White jail. Oh my god, yeah.
Because you're basically leveraging a terrible tier, being terrible and awful in every way, as a motivation to your players.
Yeah, just to explain it simply, in PL6 Barrows, this was when Bofer was my co-manager. Like, I had to think up Black White jail where, like, I would say, Emil, you can play like SS or multi-gen, but if you lose, you have to go play Black White a week to like earn your way back to another tier. Because we had no like Black White slot, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Like Maki played it in playoffs, I believe.
We my Panchams team, we played Maki twice, packed his ass up both times.
I
think I was the best Black White builder in 2022. Continue.
Yeah, I lost to Trashini's team a lot in Black White. But anyway, Maki didn't want to play that tier, right? So he wants to get out of jail sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, that's not really related to PL7 though, because PL7 we had Taka who was like doing stuff.
But everything has context.
And we have E-Blurb and Potato, like, yeah. But anyway, like going back to the tiebreak, so like Lero was 8-0, right? He was going on his like miracle 9-0 run, playing every tier.
Can I say something, by the way? I had a thought in like PL3, or maybe even PL2, I think PL3, where I was like, man, one day I want to just play the worst player every week and play every tier in stat pad. And then Leru like literally did that years later. I always found that hilarious.
He did. But yeah, so if Leru loses, he breaks his 8-0 streak, and then okay, so he loses in the regular week, which we just talked about. Well, I just talked about. And then Potato. So Potato is like, even like if you look at his record, right, he would have been 3-6. Okay, Potato was still our best SS player. If you just look at like the tier.
Bro, no, you all got Squirtle on the squad. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
All right, let's get there.
So like, I remember I was thinking at the time that like, okay, Potato's our best SS player. He has won a tiebreak before, but and we also have a conception of our team that SS, like we kept saying like SS is a main. So we were just like, we have to stick with Potato or Nick, and it's just Potato and Nick, and if it doesn't work, it is what it is.
Well, no, but also you guys were trying to minimize effort and burnout by just kind of like not giving a fuck about SS.
Oh, yeah, we were like,
and buying some random kid that like would actually build in Black White, and it worked out pretty well.
Look, we were trolling like every tier. Like our effort was not super high outside of the first like 4 weeks, I would say.
Because y'all locked in playoffs.
And then like, we were like full demon mode. Anyway, so also in this time, okay, so also what happened was Delamon. So Ebler played Delamon, right? Delamon was 9-0. Okay, so Delamon was 9-0.
Yo, I totally forgot about that. Wow.
And, yes, Emil won. I think Emil 4-0'd him or some shit. I think that's correct.
Continue.
Okay. Oh, my bad. I forgot about that.
I just farted, bro.
Yeah,
holy shit. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. Anyways, continue.
It's fine. I apologize. Anyway, wait, what was I gonna say? Okay, so Ebler wins. Okay, Ebler is like 7-2 or something, whatever. And then Squirtle has been not having a great tour. He did not do good in SV. And so
he was so bad at it, which was super unexpected. He was like consensus best SV player that you could buy with money, and he was just trashing it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then when it like in the semifinals, we tried to play Squirtle in it, and he lost to like career ended or something.
Who did you fucking play in semis? RPS?
We played RPS.
Oh, yeah. I remember thinking that was the funniest matchup ever, because they were like fake good, and you guys were obviously just way better.
Yeah, and then so when it came to finals, I was like, okay, we need to just play our best players in our best tiers. This is my mentality. And so I was like, okay, Squirtle will play SM, and then I'm going to put Leru and Maki in the SV slot, and I'm going to figure it out. That was my mentality, okay? So Squirtle won in finals in SM, but it was like close. It was like 3-2.
Let me find out.
I don't know if I think he reversed or something.
Oh, this replay might be dead. Let's see.
He got lucky again as well. Okay, so Squirtle had a sketchy win.
Oh, okay. Dead as hell. GG's.
The players that played the best on our team in playoffs were Nick and Santu. They were in the best form. That's the thing.
Oh, like, no way you were about to have a Nick Santu email fucking TB.
I was not gonna say that, but okay.
Okay, I was
gonna say
one of them.
I'll just because I wanted Santu to play because Santu 3-0'd both semis and finals, and he clicked 5 3-0s in 6 games in ORS.
No, yeah, Santu was low-key one of the most dominant players that tour, but he didn't play that many games.
Santu started completely like rolled, like this is probably like my peak as a builder, and he was like peaking as a player at the same time. So he just like rolled everyone. Okay, so I wanted to do that. And then with the rest of the slots, what do you do? So Leru went 8-0. If we had the tiebreak, he would have went 8-1. So he would have lost. Mm-hmm. Potato, one of the best players ever, but he's 3-6.
One of the biggest bums ever.
Not very motivated. Then we have Squirtle, also struggling, also one of the best players ever. Then we have Eblurb, who has been like manning the ship in SV all tour, beat Delamon, who is 9-0. So who do you send in this tiebreak when they pick SS?
Squirtle.
If you if you sent our 3 best players, we would send Leru, Squirtle, and Potato Chan.
No,
Right.
what? You said Jacob over Emil. What are we talking about? Are you talking about SS specifically?
I thought I said Jacob. Oops.
No, you
Yeah, I
said
meant
Jacob over Emil. No, why would Jacob play? What are we talking about? He sucks.
He's one of the best players. Like he's our best SS player.
No,
Right?
no. In fact, I would take it a step further and say he's actually a bottom 3 SS player on this lineup.
On the lineup.
Give me Emil over him. In this form, he was so washed. Give me Emil over him. Give me Gronky versus him. Give me Nick versus him. Give me Squirtle over him. I would put Santu at that point. I don't give a fuck. I would put like 6 players over Jacob in that TB, by the way. And that's also assuming he lost. So what are we doing here? Because you have enough players that can play that you don't need to look at Jacob and be like, on paper, like with the drip legend shit. You don't need to be like, on paper, we need Jacob to win the tour. You don't need to do that if that's the TB. So I would actually rather jump off a bridge and put him in there. Anyways, continue.
But yeah, I was gonna say I think we were gonna do Emil, Squirtle if he was willing, and then Santu.
Liru, what?
We would have benched Leru and Potato.
Bench your 8-1 player. What are we doing here? Or, yeah, 8 out, 8-1 right at that point would have been it.
Yeah.
I would have called you a damn fool for that.
You would call me a fool, right? We also may have put Leru.
No, I don't think you can justify benching Liru. I just don't think it's possible. Especially because if you're doubting Squirtle, I wouldn't do it.
But we also like Leru's. Okay, so Leru played every tour. SS was every tier, excuse me, and SS was obviously his least favorite gen. Like he did not like playing that gen, and he scammed a win versus PA.
PA.
Like it was a scam win. Like no doubt about it. And again, it's like we think SS is a main tier in the team. That's what we thought. So, yeah, it was very challenging. But it didn't happen because.
Well, I think you guys just never tried to truly improve your SS. That's my outsider perspective.
How could we improve, bro? I had so many talks lately about just Potato.
Just build.
Yeah.
I feel like you could I feel like you were trying to like minimize how much you did that tour from an outside POV.
I would say during the regular season, yes, but during playoffs, like I tried pretty hard to make Nick win, and Nick won. Right, Nick won both of his games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like your SS weakness when you locked in wasn't real. I mean, Jacob was in horrible form that tour. That's why I think it looked bad. It's because you weren't willing to lock in Nick for the whole regular season, and Jacob was washed. As an outsider, I never actually really thought that slot was in danger.
I did, bro. We all did.
It's because you didn't really care enough to minimize it until you had to.
I know what you're saying.
Because yeah, from my perspective, you bought Taka to build. He's not some random clicker. He was a particularly motivated one. You already are starting Liru and Maki, so you're not gonna be building. I never used to think like that. That's why I always used to burn myself out and look like a fucking bum in semis. I never used to be like, alright, let's be dormant on this slot, and then I'll lock in when it matters most. I would have to get it out the mud in the regular season, and at the end I'd kind of just be like, oh, I lost semis. I was happy with that. When I lost semis versus y'all in when I was Panchams, I was never as relieved to have lost as that. I was like, alright, this shit's over. Cool.
Okay, but anyway, the reason I brought up this example, even though the tiebreak happened, is because it talks about like everything that we talked about. Almost everything. It's like when we picked Oras, we would have picked Oras into Ink, which some people would not like to do, obviously.
Wham, bro. Who cares?
We would have benched. We had to bench, but this is also the case where we had to bench someone who was really good, right? That was just a fact.
I would have probably picked Squirtle with the circumstances you're laying down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It just depends if you have more strength, if you have more confidence in Squirtle and Liru in SS.
Yeah. But yeah, we talk about
or
like,
Nick or fucking Nick even. Continue.
It's like when do we not play your best players? How do you evaluate good form versus best players? How do you evaluate what happened during the week? So like Eblurb beating
Yeah,
Delamont.
and the short answer is circumstances.
Right.
But it's also which circumstances we value.
Yeah. So it gets messy, right? But these are like exception, like this cat girls, and then what we're talking about now. These are messy, right? We talk about stuff like Keytrans and Thwackeys.
Speaking of heat trans, by the way, this is an interruption. One of the reasons I would say I would pick SS versus Radu instead of Black White is because in 2022 that Hellfire heat trans was like the worst current gen maybe ever in any tour ever, right?
Yep.
How long did it take them before they started winning games in it?
I think it was like week 4.
Like 4 weeks to win one game. With a roster with like Close, Radu, Gorilla, like they had options. Just never won.
But yeah, I think that's just my last point. There's like some obvious questionable decisions that, we're obviously on the outside, right? But we
debate me on this. The outside is the best POV to look at from a TB evaluation standpoint, because the worst thing you can do is select a TB gen or slot or person with non-sound logic, right?
Yeah, I would just say a lot of things happen in 7 to 8 weeks within a team chord.
Yeah, that's the only thing someone on the outside doesn't know is who's in the chord and what's going on.
Yeah.
Games are loud. Games are loud.
Games are, yep. Everyone sees like records don't lie, really. Unless you look at like what do you call it? Unless you do a RNG analysis, right? Yeah. I think I said everything I wanted to say.
So, let's bring up my favorite tiebreak choice ever.
You cut out.
Okay, I said let's bring up my favorite tiebreak choice ever in any team tour I've ever seen.
Okay.
Who was the brainchild of?
Been like,
oh yeah, I have the idea, but I'm rebranding this as a Xellycast. It's just long as hell. I think that's the best way to do it. Anyways.
Okay.
My favorite TB decision ever. Ever. Wait, where is round 1? Who was that the brainchild of? Central, when you guys picked double SM versus us.
Oh, that was Zio.
That was the most genius shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like, I can say from our perspective, I was basically saying like in our team chat, I would basically just ask, what do you think we should pick versus Trashany? And then Zio basically brought up, we should pick SM. And I'm like, ooh, we should pick SM. Because then we would kick him out to SS instead of having to play in like Black, White, or Ass, or one of these tiers. And then we would get to play versus like Phi Wings and Evil Bandit. And we had Landon. So
yeah, so basically, that West team was, I would say, one of the worst teams to ever make playoffs. It was evident when we got 7-1 in semis, but I think it was evident even before that, just being on that team. One of the worst teams. Not on paper. Not on paper. On paper, we were better than this year's Horrors. But form-wise, I would say this year's Horrors are better than our team was. We had like 2 or 3 total wins in SS. But the only thing we did right that tour is we had no 0-3s. Because we had people on paper that were decent. Me, Katari, Boat, in SS for some reason. Elo Bandit, maybe Maki played. No, not actually. But basically, the point is we had some like real players. Actually, I'm gonna pull up the sheet just so, because I feel like that's good for context clues in this situation. So, 2022 standings. So we had Waylaid. Oh, Gibbony, who is a noob at this point. Gibbony had some really loud wins in LT. He he like beat David Nadal, beat someone else that was good, like a top player, and then kind of just ran out of gas after that. But I mean, it's SS on US West, bro. If you can beat some dudes, I have no idea how on earth Boat got 2 wins. I think one of them was versus James. Boat loaded game 5 triple 1-2 matchup and somehow won because James sucks. And then he fought like someone that didn't give a fuck, like Pietro on Italy playing on his phone or something, like someone that didn't actually give a fuck, right? That's the circumstances for Boat winning 2 games. Kantari 03, I thought he was 1-2. Oh, these numbers are wrong. It says Ila Bennett was 1-0. Maybe I'm misremembering. They are the pools. Wait, do the pools exist? Player records, rosters. I don't know where the pools are. What the fuck? Oh, they're in the OP, I think. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see once and for all. Boat. Oh, Boat was... I think 2-1 maybe. Anyways, doesn't matter. So, versus North Europe, I think Ila Bandit had a pretty decent tour. Let's check OP. Oh, I think he 3-0'd a terrible pool. Yeah, I think he 3-0'd a terrible pool. And I was saying earlier that Ila Bandit's a bad person to have on your team in a roster because in the TB situation, well, I think roster too, but anyways, he doesn't evaluate with neutrality in a tiebreak situation. He evaluates with like pure unstoppable confidence, right? And you want to be able to look neutral in a tiebreak. So, and everyone on West was pretty terrible. It kind of felt like me and Ila Bandit versus the world. And Waylaid was ducking smoke from Nale, I think. I think that's what occurred. So we were basically locked into SM every slot because we had to offensive pick that because Ila Bandit has an ego, and everyone we didn't really have another really standout slot, so it was whatever. And then I think versus North Europe, we all scheduled for like damn near the same time. For whatever reason, that's what happened. And I felt like my win was really important. I think our win might have gone... No, I played first. And the other games were like 15 minutes after. I remember as my shit happened, the other 2 games were ending. So... Central clap cheeks. This is for 2 slots, right? So it was basically us versus North Europe for the chip. But our SS was terrible. It's been terrible. Our current gen's been terrible since the beginning of time, right? So, the average person would just be like, all right, let's pick SS, and then not think about it after, right? But if, say you're sacking... Waylaid had no confidence. My boy Riley had no fucking confidence versus Nale at all. He's like, bro, Alexis is going to pack me up. Please just fight her for me. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I think there's a chance I can win. Her style is good against mine. So I didn't have a ton of confidence going up against her. But if we sack Riley and then I'm playing Zach or William or whoever the fuck, fighting me in a defensive TB is scary. Like, especially if you know, which these fuckers knew. I'm on this. Like, everyone who didn't necessarily get told could easily infer at this point. So, you're like, damn, bro, I really don't want to fight Dom in defensive TB if we lose to Ila Bandit, right? And then it's a 1-1 best of 5 probably scenario, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Because you can't... There was no way to... Oh, could you have picked up SMB07? Was that... No, that wasn't a thing, right?
That was not a thing.
Oh, because this was the Mickey Gen era. Yeah, I forgot. Wait, was it double? No, it was 1 SM. Yeah. Wait. Was there 4 SS?
It was one SM. Because there was DPP?
No.
Was there DPP?
No. There was. Oh, it was double best of 5 SM? That's so stupid.
No, it was double SM. Yeah, it was double SM.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because there was double SM played. That's how it all worked out, right. Yeah, I forgot. Kentaro was such a side character in that tour that I totally forgot he even existed. But anyways, so they're like, I'm assuming they're deep down thinking, alright, Nale wins, Elo Bandit wins. Let's not fight a dude who is actually capable in a defensive pick, right? And at this point, I touched SM, like I would build a few teams, but I just felt like an alien on the SM planet. I just, for whatever reason, convinced myself that I was trash at it and never gonna understand it because it's too high variance. So in hindsight, shouldn't I have played it? Shouldn't I have just cooked SM? No, because in my head I was never gonna beat Nale. What are your thoughts?
You can put the variance of the tiebreak, yeah. But who do you had versus Nale?
Sack Waylade.
So you stack double sack?
No.
Double sack and tiebreak.
No, I'm not double sacking. I'm confident in any matchup. Right?
I have no comment.
Because at this point, SS felt like a chore. I would feel rejuvenated to play a tier that was not SS.
Yeah.
Unless it was Black-White, but I digress. But actually, I feel like Black-White would have been not bad because I was the best builder in this year, and I've never built Black-White
I can
tiebreak. So it would have been like, alright, when am I running 5 teams? Let's rock out. So they're basically like, yeah, I don't want a defensive pick into Dom. Let's just pick one of their, it's like I said earlier, it's like basketball. Pick on their weakest defender. Get him up top, make him guard. If Kentari is 0-3, and you're never ever scared of Boat. You're never scared of Boat. Right?
Correct. That's what he asked. He said, are you scared of Firings and Elo Bandit? I said, nope.
Well, I think it was more of a Kentari thing too, because he's 0-3. Because Elo Bandit, because you guys picked after us, I'm pretty sure. So by definition, you wouldn't have been scared of a dude who was already guaranteed slotted.
Yeah, we knew Elo Bandit was coming. I think, yeah.
Well, he was like the only other real person on, and if your second best player is Elo Bandit, that's some lottery hoops right there. But anyways, they basically, at this point, we felt very confident. Okay, if they pick SS against us, which is our obvious on-paper weakness, bitch, I'll play. And then we have me, Waylade, Elo Bandit. It's not bad. We can win. We're capable of winning that. But then they're like, well, let's not have Dom fight defensively, because if he wins that, then we're in a bad spot. Not that I don't think I would have beat you, Zach, or Nale. In my head, I was convinced that you guys were going to make me go defensive because I had bad records against you guys. But at the end of the day, on some non-ego shit, I'm a player that, have you ever played me and been 100% confident you're going to whoop me? I feel like...
I can tell you that.
Go ahead.
I was 90% confident that I'm going to smash you in a minute. I remember saying that.
No, but it's 90. It's not 100.
Yeah.
I tried to join and immediately say, yup, but I didn't realize it muted me for some reason.
Oh. Anyways, Jacob,
my timing would have been impeccable, I swear.
Yeah, it would have been good. Yeah. But, end of my video. I played Le Monstre. There's a universe where I lost Le Monstre. In this universe, I packed him up in 20 minutes. You know what I mean? In a best of 7.
Sure.
This is a universe where I lose to him. There's a universe where you lose to me.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think in most universes I was gonna lose to whoever the fuck I fought in Central. Maybe I could have beat Landon. I think that was my best odds in that. Instead of Elo Bandit.
Do you think you could have beaten Clerica?
Yeah.
Damn,
Could have
that's
smoked Clerica. I beat her a bunch of times.
Clerica was like 3-0 in that door, I think.
I'm pretty sure she dropped like 0 games. I remember. My playstyle is better into Clerica than Nale. By a lot.
Which are we talking about a World Cup? Which World Cup is this?
2022. So basically, what we're saying is, my favorite tiebreak pick ever is when me and Elo Bandit were like, alright, we pick SM, Trash Indie plays defensive, and then Waylay like semi-sacks in SS. But then they're like, alright, just ball up top, double SM. And then I didn't have the balls to SM, or I didn't really want to, or that was something I wasn't considering because in our head, I could beat Nale, and Kantari could beat Landon. Both, but the opposite happened in reality.
Yep.
But that was the biggest like table flip I've ever, like the tables turned so hard. The tables turned so hard in that decision.
It was very satisfying to type US Central picks SM.
Yeah, because in theory we had, and I always get really mad at Jad because Boat having that super crazy outlier tour, and that was like the only time in semis that he won after semis, right, Jad? Or like his team, Mega Rays, Kekros, yeah. Whatever.
No, there was Asia too. They won World
Cup.
I
don't count World Cup.
Okay.
But yeah, he used to get stuck in semis in World Cup a lot. Also, that was a super team. I don't even care. Anyways, that was Asia before TFT addiction, bro. Get me out of that shit. Anyways. But anyways, so yeah, he was like a super semis lock, and then would lose semis. And then this one time, fucking Boat and Zach have these crazy tours, and now before that tour, Boat was a certified bench bum, but now we have to play Boat. We don't say, hey, you went 8-2, hop on bench. For Noel, not. It's not happening, right? It's just never happening.
I agree.
Unlucky.
It's never happening. So, I got unlucky that I got scammed into starting Boat.
I agree.
Oh, man.
I got so scammed. I was so deceived. Because
everyone on my team lost.
Yeah, man. No, not what is web. Don't worry.
Because when it came down to the actual reality of it, our second SM player was a liability in TB. Because I didn't have the balls to go into it. In hindsight, I should have gone into it. I should have said, bitch, meet me in SM. Where's your scout? I don't play this tier. Fuck you. In hindsight, that's what I'm thinking. Because I was never confident against Null at any point. So I needed the table flip. Do you guys feel like you've ever tried to like totally flip the script and then it gets script flipped back on you? Like try to maybe. In everything, in any aspect. Like you try to big brain and then get out big brained.
Yeah.
That's what I should have done.
Usually I just get small brain instead. It's not quite the same feeling.
Yeah, I get small brained, but then it ends up being big brained.
Yeah.
And I get owned.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah, I get owned by like the accidental big brain. But I can't think of a time or like a lot of times where it's been like, oh, I have a lot of respect for the way this person actually out big brained me. Most of the time it's like, God fucking damn it, you're so dumb.
But it worked. That's how I feel whenever I fight Nale. That's my exact way. I get small big brain, or like small brain that is actually in reality big brain.
Yeah.
So Jacob, we're wrapping this video up. It's like a long ass video about like tiebreak theory. Do you have any like tiebreak strategy tips or like armchairs that you want to add?
When did this become fucking strategy tips? I thought we were talking about like the tiebreaker. I thought this video was supposed to be about.
No. Well, it was like a vague video that delved into specific examples.
Oh, I see. Just strategy tips.
Yeah, or like what is your, if you're the head honcho, you're in a tiebreak. What are you firmly telling your team? I have another thing. I have two things, and then we're out of here. Continue. What do you got for us?
I don't know what you guys have talked about already. I don't know.
Just name some shit.
Put me in the spot here. Just say some shit.
If you were to come up with 3 principles to abide by, what would your principles be?
Yeah.
Principles to abide by. All right, for myself, I gotta tell myself my prep is not getting done on the weekend. All right, it has to be done before then. Because if I don't tell myself that, it's happening Saturday night for sure. I feel like a big thing is every series that I felt confident in, like in a PL, has been one where I started my prep really early, and that was just important. I don't do that very often, but I can tell the confidence difference that it makes having started your prep.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Oh, okay, you're just talking about prep.
No.
I feel like Blurp has more to say here than I do.
Okay, alright, this can be a code thing. So we're talking about tiebreak strategy. What are your principles? If you're the manager and you're in a tiebreak, what are you telling your team?
I've never been in this, or I've never managed this situation, but
you've been by many all-time great managers. So what do you gotta say?
I already said this, but I said this originally like a couple hours ago. But I think you should try to send your 3 best players, assuming they won. Yeah.
Well, Williams' counter to that was, it depends on their form, how good they are in that tour.
Yeah, I mean best.
Best players in that tour, you know?
Yeah,
because we're not talking best players in a vacuum.
Yeah. No. Yeah, but because we were just talking about a fucking tiebreak where we sent in Qatari in 2022. That was like, not the best call.
True. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could 3 best form, yeah, but like also, I don't know. I think some people are just like have way too much anxiety about TB, and like they just acquiesce to like people that like maybe won in semis or just want to play or just ego. So like there's Egomon, there's the West 2024 incident, and then I don't know. I can't think of anything else right now.
Dude,
just remember, guys, be like me. Be like me, benching your manager in tiebreak only to lose your own series. Who does it like me? Nobody.
Oh yeah, with the scholar shit in 2021.
Yeah, when I fucking scholar got so mad that me and James benched him in tiebreak, but it was really my decision that I fucking lost my game getting reversed.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just
yeah.
There you go.
The form matters.
I feel like it's not that. I feel like it's not that hard, or like.
Okay, it's not that hard, but you see motherfuckers picking itchyfoot.
Okay, yeah, I don't think the series results matter that much. Like 3-0 versus 3-2 is no difference, but I mean, I get why they picked her, but I feel like the
I mostly don't actually. I don't really. No, I do. Yeah. I explained it, but I still. I told you it's
Lumi and Itchy egoing their black-white prep. Like
no,
I told you
deep down, me and William diagnosed like a phenomenon. Wait, did I get booted from call? Oh, hold on, I did. Can you guys hear me? Probably not. This is not a good time to get booted from call.
Minutes.
Okay, I got booted from call. Anyways, okay. So the phenomenon we talked about was like trying to win all 3 slots.
Yeah.
And not being truly neutral.
Yeah. I mean, I have my two already. Or like, I think the general formula that like wins is like, assuming you made it to TV, your BO7 player has to be a real human, and then like, surely you have some like manager or flex slot to send in their pick, like a Kaif or even a Neomon, or like
a me,
even Elo Bandit, bro. Honestly,
true. Even Elo Bandit suffices. Yeah.
No, I agree. I disagree with both of those. Because Jacob, I was arguing that you were a bottom 3 SS player on the skewdas chip that you won. I said I would have put Emil over you, Gronky over you, Nick over you, Squirtle over you, someone else over you.
Okay,
that was like outrageous. Maki. Oh yeah, and then my other thing that we mentioned was or that I didn't mention was I went this whole video talking about like the Egomon phenomenon of just him repeatedly just ego picking in over years and getting always punished for it. Like what's the record on here? Tie breaks.
He won out
1 in 5.
I agree with him though. I'm still egoing myself into every tie break I can play in.
Bro, our tiebreak definitely would have been me, Scortel, and Larry.
And then another thing is what if your entire team disagrees with your TB decision as a manager?
I mean,
then my decision's probably wrong.
Well, no, because the real world example is I think it was an Egomon pick. Remember when they Egomon picked it against Egomon it against Jad. They picked Black White against Jad and got packed up because like duh.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean his decision was bad. Hello.
I mean,
if your entire team is disagreeing with you, you need
No.
to take a step back and
The
consider,
entire
like, why the fuck am I doing what I'm doing?
no. The entire team
remember.
wanted Neomon to play and not Kaif.
Oh, I see. Okay, well then, unfortunately, your team sucks.
No, I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
What if your entire team is wrong?
I'm not drafting a team like that. So
Yeah, I would just assume that would never happen. Like no way.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, I would ego more than Neomon in this case. Like if anyone,
all I can say in that case is how did I end up in Brazil? Like,
Yeah.
come on.
like I would want to have myself in CG best of 7 in any tiebreak. But so yeah, I would just ego harder. Like who cares on the manager? But yeah, back to what I was saying.
You know, I feel like okay, Barry's tiebreak is tough because yeah, I kind of do have a tough time like saying that I would actually put myself in when we have Leru, who I feel like
Knowledge, actually,
it just was so strong at picking.
no, dude, William was sticking up for you, and I was like, in that tour, I would bench Jacob all day, every day, not even
I don't know, okay,
thinking
but
about it.
I don't know. I wasn't doing super shit. Like I had a close games against a lot of best of 7 players and got unlucky in 2 of them. Like I feel like the record, it's not like it's my tour before it, the year before was like horrible. Like that was actually my worst performance ever. I feel like that tour was like I was like looked deceivingly bad.
Well, then I was deceived.
Yeah, I think in this hypothetical, like I said, with my like TB framework is like me and best of 7. We have a flex player to play their pick, which would be Leru, and then I don't know what we pick. I was thinking that's the only hole is like, yeah, we send our flex into their pick because we should have one win best of 7. And then, yeah, I don't know how to like handpick a guaranteed win matchup with our own pick. That's like, I think that's.
Is it not just SM Squirtle? Are we not just picking SM
Yeah,
Squirtle?
I'm talking about like broader principles.
No,
though,
William
type
was being
thing.
insecure about it.
What do you mean?
We were talking about how he kind of Mickey Queso a little bit, like with like a game of hacks or whatnot. I went to 5.
He literally did.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm saying it sounded like earlier in this video. Comments, let me know if there was. It sounded like you were doubtful about picking that.
I mean,
Yeah, I
in
was
this
very. I
specific
didn't want to
hypothetical-
pick SM in that tiebreak.
In this
So you would wanna pick
we would
SM?
ORS.
I was,
We should
yeah,
pick
I was
ORS.
gonna pick ORS. Was I was gonna.
Okay,
advocate
I mean,
for.
yeah, with you, that's very fair. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
Who
saying,
are we putting Leru and Oras? And I play the flex, or what do you
It
think?
would have been Leru or Santu.
Bro, I think
Because I feel like I don't
in
think I
that
want to put
tour.
Santu and
I think
Oras.
in that
I feel
tour,
like Santu
you're.
Oras is never happening.
No, I feel like it did.
Or like Santu tiebreak is wrong.
He looked way better than you that tour. I'm gonna say that.
Dude,
Santu
I
will
can
never
look as
win.
good as Santu when I'm playing Oras, man. Relax.
that's pretty
Oh
funny.
wait, William, why did you delete that one doc that I can open right now? Oh, because you DM me the stats. Question
Dude,
mark.
let me go load into like SS5 and I can look as good as Leru too. Like, come on.
No, I'm not. That's not wrong at all.
It's not. He was going to game 5 in SS5. Like, come on. Come on.
You're losing one of those, bro. You're losing one of the 9.
Also, guys, I feel like
It's hard.
that form of Jacob didn't really truly give a fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
I
I don't
did.
know.
I feel like I gave a fuck, but still was just not great.
Okay, well, William, hold on. Why did you delete that one Google Doc that you sent me? Because I can open it right now. Yeah, you said
Well, just open
You said don't open it. This one. TV poop.
Yeah, that one wasn't updated.
Can
I
I open
updated
it?
the other one.
Can I open it? Well, you
Can you-
did.
Can you send it in the?
But I wanted
Channel or
to
DM?
see what does it have the records?
Send the full
Tiers. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll send it.
Send.
one. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got you. So basically,
Anyway.
we got some stats. That's what I want to go over before the video ends. So when a tier is picked in 1v1, I feel like the offensive tier. Oh, dude, you didn't count offensive tier versus defensive tier. Dude, you're a fraud stat nerd. Anyways,
This is all offensive tier record.
yeah,
They're
This
Same.
is
I said you could have didn't I feel like at one point a long time ago you did the math of OU versus 1v1.
Did I?
I swear,
I have no
when
idea.
you actually cared about 1v1, you did.
I have literally no idea.
This is
I
not
remember,
updated.
I remember you said SPL World Cup is like 35% offensive success rate. Or something like that.
That was me quoting Shake probably.
No, but you did it for 1v1. It was way higher.
Wait, that's an insane stat. That's a crazy stat. What?
It was dummy low. It was so low.
Huh?
US
No,
West
no,
US West did it this year in World Cup just now.
Yep.
Just happened.
Our discussion, this was like literally an hour ago. I was discussing about how in SPL and World Cup and these tours, the defensive players are a lot better. So like you can pick like SMOU.
And defensive builders. And like the defensive like, oh, I'm going to join your team chat and save you type shit is way more common.
You're gonna pick SM into like Soulwind or something like this, right? So like, is your strength really a strength? Yes, but
I see. That's interesting. Yeah.
That's why I think it is how it is.
I think I'm someone who can like fold a lot to like the pressure of expectations of being expected to win, which is why I think I'm like, it's definitely, you just always put me in the defensive slot, you know?
Also, this is missing at minimum 3 tours.
Yeah, it's missing. It's
whatever you guys are talking about, I still have no idea. I can't see it, by the way.
Oh, did you add the new the like, or like the old ones, like the World Cup 2 type shit, William? You did, right?
No.
Yeah, World Cup 2 is not updated 2023. Bro,
Yeah,
I was like looking for my name and I was like, nah, this isn't right.
yeah.
But yeah,
Those are one, like all of the stats.
That's fine.
And then it ends in World Cup 6. I
Dude,
think.
someone posted in the VC chat.
Everything checks out.
No, I mean that virus.
I'll send it.
Bro, who picked
TDP
TDP and lost, bro? That's some clown activity.
Guess.
Me?
I know.
Why did I
I
do
have an
that?
idea. Is it from
Okay.
during my career? Because I can think of the one DPP tiebreak.
I can think of the one TBB tiebreak that I think we picked.
No, it was versus
What?
William in World Cup, I think. Right?
It was.
Yeah. I remember you like loaded Zapdos and beat some kid or something.
Who did I beat?
Neomon.
Yeah, I did beat Neomon. Yeah.
Free dub.
Free dub. Statistically, that's the free dub you'll get.
No.
I think my soul. In this video I like snitched on myself because it said I was like 1-1 in TB. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm 0-2. I know what I've
Yeah,
played.
wait, this is also wrong for me. How the fuck am I 1-0 in tiebreak? What is this? I think this is only counting the Nale win that didn't matter.
No,
Yeah.
it's just your.
I'm-
Oh wait. Oh, dude, wait. What? Yeah, 1-0.
I
Hell
like
no.
1-1, and I'm like 0-1 when it mattered.
Yeah, I went 1-1. Lost a good player, won against a bad player.
Yeah, I got reversed by Zach, but I did beat Nale in the World Cup when it we were already out of tiebreak, and then we played anyways.
This is crazy stat to count and not the one where it was like
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Not the fucking PL finals losing to Zach.
it was like he counted the one when it was like you in 2020.
Yeah, no, it's just the one for 2020 of me finessing Nale.
Yo, dude, William's a fraud statistician, bro. He has you being positive and me being neutral, bro. What is this? We can fact check all these. That would be wrong.
Nah, we just need to put a all-time PL level effort into the sheet one day, and then it'll be updated.
Well, y'all ain't really about the numbers, cause that was more like spectacle, and anyone can.
What's
get
crazy is
that.
he has tiers from the same tiebreak, I think. Or is that from a World Cup tiebreak?
It literally says updated December 2023.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah,
I'm talking 2022, 2021.
Okay, my bad.
I definitely missed that one.
And you hallucinated me beating someone. Wait, no, wait.
I-
Unless you combined me with fucking. No, you did. You did not combine me in Tragedy. So you hallucinated me winning in TB, and I'll take that all day. But I'm honest.
Zero wins in playoffs.
Oh, you're throwing shade on Trash and he wins in playoffs?
Yeah.
All right, well let me name the players that I played. All right, let's get this out of the way. Zio Trip, Crucify, Owen.
We lost Owen. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, game didn't matter. I loaded like Sovala, but I think I was gonna load those teams normally and probably lose because I was burnt out. So
Yeah.
that's a half. That's a lose that is excusable, but I'm gonna snitch on myself and say there's a good chance I would have lost anyways.
Yeah. I wanted to skid so yeah about that.
But also my morale was not high after getting like 6-1. So
Fair. All right. I wanted to say it's kind of sad that everyone dead games and doesn't play TB or even weeks now.
No doubt. Because Zach sabotaged his record to play Blanche for fun.
If people always bring that up, like that was his one loss that tour. Was he totally played Blanche in a series that did not matter?
Yeah, he didn't have prep.
He was fully aware the teams were like awful, like horrendous, and just did not know anything about them and loaded them for me.
Dude, that's anti-stat padding. That's so heroic, dude.
No, that's just really crazy.
Yeah. Like, I think it's super important. I think it's important to just play and get some reps in legit, like even week 7 PL.
Oh, I think the tiebreak that I got to play, I'm so glad Nale wanted to play because originally it was supposed to be Dogny's to play for the tiebreak, and Dogny's didn't want to play, so just tossed me in. Like, I'm so glad I got to play that series. I feel like it was so important for my growth as a player because I was down like 1-3 and then brought it back.
Dude,
that was good.
What is it with people wanting to play Pokemon tours and not wanting to play Pokemon? I've just never understood that concept. I've never understood the concept of signing up for a tour and doing that shit. I
feel like I'd get it for anything out in the World Cup. Like, by the end of the PL, like, yeah, get me out, please.
No, yeah, I mean, I literally was like a imploder, burnouter, semis, instant loser.
Yeah, I only even had to play like 4 weeks of SPL, and I was already losing my mind by the 4th. Like, just get me out. I asked my opponent RFN.
But yeah, I think that is one of the reasons why Mega Rays got 5-1 in 2025 PL. Is like they won all of their weeks like 5-0, and then like their whole SV was just dead gaming or subbing, or they were loading to in week 7, and then and then there's got shut out.
Alright, wait, hold on. William's still here, right? I will authorize you to go to bed because we're like shifting this because you're not even saying shit.
I'm also logging off. Good night.
Not joking.
Are we wrapping the video then?
No, I can talk with Eggs about this all day. It's my recording. You can leave if you want. But
like, you guys got this.
I was talking about
my final message.
Yeah, go ahead.
I should say, bro.
What's your last words?
The moral of this. I have 2 morals. Okay, moral number 1: Crucify was always on super teams.
Oh yeah, don't and also price fixing. Okay, let's hear number 2 though.
And then moral number 2 is, wait, what was my moral number 2? Hold on.
Dude, Scolopes really was a super team if you like have hindsight.
Oh yeah, you gotta play the game. You gotta compete, bro.
Yeah. Either don't sign up or sign up, and try to avoid taking steps to burn out, but that doesn't mean dead gaming all your games. It means
I don't give a fuck about burn out. You gotta compete. You gotta have a drive to win.
Yeah, bro, but you always price fix teams that were always had good support. I on my PLs never really had anti-burnout measures. Actually, I could have with Jad, but I wanted to be in playoff form because I was rusty. So I'm just complaining and projecting.
No, I'll join on my phone. Hold on.
Okay. Don't talk about burnout as well.
It's all you, bro.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, okay, just if you want to ignore World Cup, you can, I guess. But, like, I feel like there's not really burnout because I feel like you're always, or you should be, like, continually evolving throughout the tour. Like, the way you build from week to week is not that similar.
Oh,
I feel like that's how I was in my last 2 tours where, like, the mons I brought and like the way I thought about stuff just changed every week, so everything felt new. Like that's how I felt.
Like,
and then like
you got this.
Yeah, one more thing. And then every finals, like me versus Delamon, me versus Radu, TB, Trip Legend. Even though I lost Blanche, like I had like an 8 to 10 person group chat for every series, which I think is good. Just getting new people as well. So I feel like all that I never burned out. Like I'm literally playing 7 games against Dream Prince in 2024. Like week 7, I had hella fun. So just random thoughts.
Oh, dude, I had something to say, but I totally forgot. Can you remind me what you were just saying?
I was talking about anti-burnout, like evolving new people.
Oh yeah, okay. So I have a video. I have a really ambitious video that I don't know when it's ever gonna get done, if it ever does get done. But something I'm gonna say in that video is like, truly good players are reinventing themselves.
Yeah.
The whole reason why motherfuckers don't want to fight me in defensive TB is because I'm a dynamic player. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Torterra, good player. I loved his price tag this tour. He's not really dynamic in terms of his teams, you know what I mean? He's a good player, good picker. His team's same shit over and over, I'd say. From what I used to know. And my opinion of that hasn't changed from watching him as of recent. It's like a top player should always be noticeably switching it up enough to the point where you can't just count on out-prepping them.
Yeah, but like no one's really like that anymore. Like people just stick too close to their scout, I think, or not like as in like they just use encounter stuff in the same way.
Oh yeah, that's why I feel like there's so many interesting lures that I see in SV, like back in the day with subreversal gouging.
Yeah, that was one of
I'm
the
a fucking
ones.
loading Ursa Luna over and over because that's one of the only counters. Bitch, I'll subreverse your ass.
Yeah.
I have an old example.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Let's hear it.
So in 1v1 PL6, I brought 27 Charizards.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that changed the way I think about 1v1.
So, okay, like if you look at those Charizard teams, they were almost all unique.
They were different, yeah, plenty.
They were all different.
And when
They
I
had-
was looking at the scout, I probably still have that on my Google Drive. I noticed the same thing.
Mhm. Yeah, so like this kind of goes with like what Emil was saying with like reinventing, maybe not reinventing, that's the wrong word, but like developing more. Like I would say something that I was very good at, even though I had super teams. We were pushing the meta forward a lot every tour, and like
I used to hate your 2022 skewdas SS teams. I hated them.
Yeah, those are good times. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is like Charizard, most broken mon ever, obviously, so it's an outlier. But we were pushing it forward so much, right? I don't see that a ton nowadays. I see it out of Indy a lot. It's something that I will credit Indy a lot for.
Guess who found the scout? Hype.
Yeah. But yeah. And everyone in ORAS is looking at Charizard, right? Like Charizard was super OP. It's banned now, obviously. But there's no reason you can't do the same with Victini now, right? If I were to build ORAS,
Oh, this is all blurry and stupid looking. Let me copy the URL.
I could bring 27 Victinis. Literally. No one would stop me. Like, I literally promise you that no one would stop me.
Oh yeah, and the most tilting thing about what you guys did is it was always slot 1.
Oh yeah. No, Charizard was always slot 1. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're making a statement. You're saying, "Alright, here's my Charizard." That's where I'm beginning things.
Do you know? We would bring like Weijin God Squad, right? Like Charizard, Gyarados, Metagross, and then we would bring like regular God Squad the next game. And all of the mobs would be in the same slots. We just change the seal out. Ugh. It was so ill.
I'm looking at an example right now. Charizard it's Charizard Magnezone Bro, which is I think old program used to like that team. Charizard Garama, Charizard Gara Meta, and then you beat him in 4 games.
Yep.
Just defeat him with Charizard Water Filler. Or Charizard Water Steel specifically. That archetype used to piss me off because it was high reward, low risk.
Because it was OP, right?
Yeah.
It was OP. And we found that out really early. And then, other people did it as well. Okay? But you notice, like, as the tour went on, we started bringing it less. There was, like, Sableye teams. There's a lot of Manaphy, Snorlax, all of these. And no, I'm just talking about how we brought 27 Charizards in PL6, but all of the teams look different, with some exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, like, continuously, like, reinventing the mon and, like, developing what we're using.
Yeah.
That was my example for that.
I don't know, I feel like we've always had, like, the trademark mons that we always use, but then it's just, like, style or, like, sets that change, so you're definitely right.
Because, like, in my mindset video that William be fucking in the Panchams score and doesn't even watch my YouTube videos, but, like, what are we doing? Anyways.
Did you talk about being in the Panchams score?
I did.
Briefly. But,
Bro, I said...
I was there. So sad. But yeah, what were you talking about?
I was saying, in my video, I talked about... Fuck, what did I talk about? I forget. Jeez. Oh, I talked about... I play Pokemon to make a statement. And when I play Pokemon to make a statement. That's one of my biggest goals.
Yeah.
And when I look at this... 20 gazillion slot 1 Charizards, I see a statement.
Heck yeah.
God, I forgot they were all slot 1, dude. First team on the Scout triple Charizard. That's crazy.
Who put Charizard out of slot 1?
There was one game. Altaria Charizard DOS.
Yeah.
Which was ahead of its time because that was before DOS was certified clearly broken.
There's one random. Go on, just having random thoughts about Pokemon. There's one player that I know that has their Mon order always alphabetical, and I'm just like, what?
No, that's fire.
That's Clarica.
Huh? Oh, is that Clarica? There's someone else.
I've seen someone else do it too. I've seen someone else do it as well.
Doesn't Bia do that?
No, like better player than Bea.
No,
Who's better than Bia? That's the GOAT.
Plenty. I could name 50.
Yeah,
Bea's slime though.
Unbanned. 50 unbanned and active.
Oh yeah, I mean, I probably couldn't name 5 then.
It's Lucia.
I'd start my list with Oh yeah, Felicia does do that, I think. I'd start my list with Indy 01, best 1v1 player in the game right now. I'm dead serious. You think I'm joking?
We'll see. No. I know why you say it. I'm just saying we'll see. I just
shameless, bro.
Yeah. What do you mean shameless?
You're shameless, bro.
How am I shameless? I know what you're gonna say.
I said it a million times, so it doesn't need to be said again.
Yeah. I don't know. He hasn't been tested yet. I'm not saying next week is a test or whatever. It's just like I don't think there's been a test. So you can't. Well, maybe he is the best active player right now.
I feel like TB by definition is a test. Because like you said earlier, plenty of people like Blanche ain't cut out for that. That's another subplot we missed. Blanche used to always TB hop while clearly being like a top 2 player. That's why you got motherfuckers picking SS and putting Merman in.
That's pretty funny.
God, this video is so all over the place. It's kind of good.
I mean, I assume that we're just talking about random 1v1 improvement stuff, which is my favorite thing to talk about. So,
not necessarily.
Yeah.
This video had structure once upon a time.
Nah, bro. It's gone now. Yeah, what do you want to talk about? I have a bunch of random
miscellaneous TB notes, just to keep it concise. Okay. If not, any other Pokemon things are welcome too, because I realized that like midway through this video is going to be a Xellycast. It's coming back, baby.
I don't know. I feel like I can think of so many times where people just didn't try in TB or didn't change how they prepped. It's actually annoying.
Obviously, there's no competitive edge, man. I'm telling you.
To what?
What do you mean?
Bro, people used to like compete, like.
Oh yeah.
They wanted to win. Like,
yeah, back in the 90s.
That's what I'm saying.
No, because I'm more for the NBA shit. I'm more on the 2010 side versus the 90s.
You think so? Yeah, everyone's.
I would actually compare the 90s NBA to 1v1 now and the 2010s to older 1v1 in terms of all this talent coming up out of nowhere. Like you had so much depth to each tier.
Yeah.
And you got like in the NBA you got like that, what was it, 2015 or 2016? I think 2015, right? Hawks? Might have been 16. That shit came out of nowhere. You got AOPS user coming out of nowhere. Milan, but I mean, we'll keep it pushing.
You never know.
Shit like
Actually,
that.
we do know.
And I expected Indy to be a little better after winning the individual, but in order to succeed, you must fail first.
Yeah. I don't know what changed, because I remember in USA World, he literally posted his physical Zapdos and we were all trolling. Like, this was like probably less than a year ago. I need to find that now.
You're using something that doesn't matter and being like, whoa, we were trolling.
No, I'm saying his teams and sets were troll.
Well, it seems to me like he's a super hard C-teamer.
Yep.
From outside POV. That dude, once it's 3-4 games in, start expecting 10 minutes in between games. and him to load some like jank shit.
Yeah.
He loaded something that was like very shake my head worthy in SV. I think in TB.
Mm-hmm.
There's like
he did,
some bad fire type mon. I don't remember what it was.
No, he like some of his sets were like straight up dog shit. But
No, I mean something that like someone from the outside would notice.
no, he like loaded like solid mons, but like really weird sets on them, like really C team stuff.
No, dude, he loaded a junk ass fire type. Let me find this shit. He loaded a junk ass fire type. Let me find this shit. You know what I mean? Oh, my music's done.
With Indy, it's literally just like he's so unafraid of losing to shit in a BO7, right? In five he like builds more solid, but like in 7 he just does not give a shit. Like, 3 of his team just lost to water types, and he did not care.
Who's talking right now?
That's
my
my
bad.
body.
Dog mentality.
I didn't notice he was awake, but that's how you know we gotta wrap this video up.
Okay.
We started when
He's
there
in
was
the vote.
daylight for me.
Indeed.
Oh, it was Talonflame.
heard-
Junk fire type. From my point of view, Talonflame's ass.
Yeah, that's a junk.
And he
fire.
loaded it into
But again-
Gudra Bascule Legion. Like, what? And there was a Metagross, I guess. Oh, and he clicked it and lost. Inspirational.
I mean, it wasn't even bad into the scout though.
Yeah, I mean that's
Into the scout.
every C team was loaded some junk. Every C team was loaded some junk.
Oh yeah.
I led Articuno once upon a time in TB, or maybe just normal
I mean-
semis in DPP.
SS Articuno isn't even that bad.
No,
Like,
DPP.
you can
Also, SS Articuno is terrible.
You're trash. Never mind. I mean, you can like run like AV mirror code. Like that's pretty much it. I got finished by that in cup.
Oh, then you suck. That's like its one thing. You literally need to not
bro.
get AV mirror coded to beat that mon, and you failed.
Yeah, man. I should have predicted the 2017 set. You're right.
I mean, if you know anything about SS, that Articuno was like a fringe top 120 mon in SS 1v1.
Let's go.
Same.
I love saying the word fringe because it's so accurate to be able to describe shit that's like tip of your tongue. Like on what a fringe TV player is. I would call itchyfoot a fringe defensive TV player if like you for some reason pick Black White against itchy. It's like, alright, itchyfoot, you know.
No, that's a mainer.
A 7k mainer.
Yep.
Being 7k
I'm gonna-
in 2025 is fucking nuts, by the way. Fucking mentality is more than you. Are you serious? Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was a sneak diss.
No, that's a
my
blade
price was
diss.
inflated for no reason. I should have been 5k max. Max.
I didn't even watch this series, but I don't want to.
So Itchy, I can give you the play-by-play.
Let's get it.
So Itchy. Okay. So Itchy game 1
I didn't watch the
picked
shit either.
Volcarona. Picked Volcarona into Genesect, Cresselia, and Ninetales. Okay. So Iron Crusher went Ninetales. Then Ninetales was faster, clicked Overheat and missed, and then lost to Volcarona. Okay. So Itchy is up 1-0. And then the next 3 games,
hacks his game 1, then loses the next 3. That's hilarious.
yeah, then Itchy proceeds to get outpicked the next 3 games, and then loses.
I actually like Itchyfoot's game 2 team. It's like some trash you need. Dude, why did it take so long for motherfuckers to realize that Latios is better than Latios? Why did it take like 2+ years? People realized it last year, I think.
I blame Stable Prince.
True.
Fact. That's the reason for every bad thing in the
Bro,
tier.
both these teams are trash and he pilled, bro. Latios versus Tornadoes. Anyways, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, everyone
yelling.
needs tornadoes. I wanted to say on the topic of CTing, like
Let's hear it.
I don't know how you could just lose to CT or Mons like consistently, because I feel like if they're loading.
Well,
talent plays, like,
nope. I'm interrupting. I'm answering it. It's because you have like predictable / punishable structures that aren't really punishable by the human eye, but by someone that's really looking. Like, I remember I was fighting Bo Bobson in some tour, and I started loading Iron Tail Zardex every game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
From an outside point of view, I'm just loading a Charizard. But I know there's a good chance that he's gonna load Diancie. And no one loads Diancie and is like, I'm gonna get Iron Tail by a Charizard. There's a chance that happens. But there's a chance that happens.
I know, but like that's not the same thing as loading like a Talonflame or Sinistra.
No, it is. It is. Because it's lower risk, but at the same time you're doing exactly that, is you're trying to fish into a specific structure that is hard to fish with. Like the Pokemon are just well aligned to not lose to like another fire type, but not well enough to equip to have a flying resist or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a structure thing. I'm like I know this shit. I know exactly how to answer that question.
Yeah.
It's like me using my Swampert as the Lando T-check in SM. You can grass knot me. You can do it, but you're not gonna most of the time. But Indy would grass knot me, and I get mad.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like you should have some sort of natural checker. I feel like your usage should be varied to where you
I
can't get
totally
too
agree.
deep at that level.
I feel like your team like when I build, sometimes I want to have checks to imaginary Pokemon. I was building some team in SM and it lost to Haxorus, and I'm like, that's not an acceptable mod to lose to because Haxorus has a very generic set of attributes to where I'll probably lose to other shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never thought about it that way.
I like visualize generic Pokemon in my head that don't exist. William, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is one of my issues with the, like, list making things that people do. They do, like, 2-mon lists and then 1-mon lists.
Yeah.
I think when you are focusing on, like, crossing off every Pokemon, you lose a lot of the structural niceties in building.
Did I start that? Who started the list thing?
I blame Gym Socks, personally.
I blame Gym Socks, Smelly Socks, Potato Chat. Older
I don't blame Potato. I don't think Potato did that.
I have guilt about that kind
also
of thing.
blame Radu.
Yep.
I was building recently, and I had a list of mons, and I was like, bitch, I'm gonna cross out Superior, and I'm gonna cross out this other one, and now I'm liking my team a lot more. Because I made like a really cool third that I thought could easily match up Fish. And it fit well on the team. And I'm like, bitch, I lose a Superior. Everyone loses a Superior in SM sometimes. You can't let a fire type every game.
Yeah. I mean, in that way, I think one hit lists are fine. They're just choosing what you lose to. But
Because it's people have 1-1 hit lists and it's life or death beating all those Pokemon. It shouldn't be that way.
Yeah. And then for seconds, I mean, I usually have a list of stuff I want to beat. I don't know if that's good or bad, but after my first, I'm kind of just like, how does this person usually beat this mon? And then I try to just beat the common ones in the second.
I like to have complementary archetypes broadly.
Yeah, I think about that a lot since you said it in your original video. And then I hate Dumon Healers. I hate Dumon Healers, bro.
What'd you say, Eggs?
I can tell you.
I hate 2-mon hit lists.
I mean, they're terrorists, yeah. I do them sometimes.
No, William. I think that's like Don's video.
No, they're not terrorists though, because their 2-mon is a good way to like combine, like know what your next archetype is gonna be. Because if you're actually reasonable and not like schizoing out, you'll see a bunch that loses the same archetype, like a Swampert. I used to use so many Swampert seconds because bulky offense is like the best playstyle on V1 in my opinion, and you don't really lose type wise to anything, and you have ambiguity to like mirror coat counter, cuff snap, make people scared, and you also are a bulky mon that counters electrics, fires, steals, all that shit. Pretty good.
Yeah. The annoying thing about bulky offense recently is like I don't like having to send out a mon and like not knowing if it wins versus the thing or not. Like that's like, for example, like clicking a Sylveon. Like you don't know, and like I don't like that. But that's my problem with bulky offense. But
you just gotta build better bulky offenses.
I mean, I love doing that. Like I love having 3 aura mons.
I like my click to be concrete.
Okay, William. Okay, hold on. So this is something completely unrelated, but this is just what we're doing right now. So in some 1v1 PL game, Michelin lost to a player that's worse than him, and I'm like, bro, Max, like, why have you had the same strengths and weaknesses for 4 years? Why? And he's like, I play the game to set guess and like be as logical and like and deduce as best as possible. And then he's proceeded to say that he doesn't play Pokemon, quote, for fun, which blew my fucking mind. But it didn't because it's Max. But anyways, there's certain people that play for that. I don't play for that reason, but I do like doing it and like outsmarting the opponent. in that way.
Yeah.
I don't play for that though.
I mean, the way Max analyzed the preview is probably wrong. Or like,
No, the thing about him is he's pretty logical. Like
Yeah, I know
like
he's
if you
tryna,
don't play the same tier as him, it's easier to like agree to disagree. But he called a lot of my sets bad on like my Google Doc and then proceeded to load them or like tweak them.
yeah.
And it's like,
I like the sets he made. I read his dump. I mean, it makes sense. Like, I agree with the logic though, but like,
well,
that is why
because Vitality called me out for quote vibe EVing, and I'm like, I only vibe EV like 20-30% of the time, and then I'm like building SM, and then I just vibe EV like naturally. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I just vibe EV'd.
Yeah.
Which is the
I don't
correct
know.
way to do it, by the way.
I don't know.
I think getting
I like
technical
having a lot
about
of-
I think getting technical about every single spread is fucking exhausting, especially in a dumbass tier like SS for dumbasses.
Facts. Yeah. I mean, I think 5EV mons are just really bad for the most part. But, like, I don't know. I think I just like clarity too much. As in, like, I ask like someone like board glitch or dead. It's like I want my Iron Crown to beat these Pokemon, and then they'll just spit it out. And like I think that's fine. I don't know. I don't know what Killen's saying, but I don't know. I do.
Because in SM, the analysis Zero Aura is speed creeping Mega Gengar. And it's like, what? Why is that relevant? And so I found a different Zero Aura that it just minus speed and put all in special attack. And I'm like, hey guys, like, does this do anything specific? And no one had an answer. It's like, alright. It was literally just take out the speed that you don't need, put it in special attack. That easy. Okay. Understood.
Yeah, makes sense. I wouldn't say that's in opposition to what I said.
No, that's just something that I noticed.
I see. Yeah. I mean, I think sets comp sets are fine on principle, but like.
Well,
literally you
no,
just-
I think sets comp of a good sets comp is fine.
Yeah.
So it's plenty. I think SS has a good sets comp.
Let's go.
SVs,
Yeah,
I would
the
probably
only
consider
thing SS has going for
unusable.
it.
Yo, absolutely, tier sucks. But it actually had development in the main gen, so people know what. And if you loaded that shit, you would have known what Articuno does. But I digress.
Okay, piss off. But like the SV comp is in a disaster spot right now.
Yeah, because SV never
Everybody works on this dead.
SV never truly developed.
I mean, yeah.
SV's never had a long-term identity.
I mean, yeah, because it had like 3
Yeah.
DLCs. Like I think every year I played SV.
No. I'm talking about SV. SS had identity and it had the same shit.
No, I'm talking about SV. Or I'm saying like.
No, SV had the same model as SS. It's just the players got banned at the beginning of SV, so it kind of just was a tier.
I don't know. I still think every year was just a different meta, just dominated by certain Pokemon. Like yeah, there was Ogerpon Hearth playing one tour, and then Gouging Fire, and then.
Yeah, because people were too dumbass to realize that Zardex with an item is broken in fucking SV. Like what?
I think that's just power creep to a level.
Dude, I literally was laddering in class and realized that gouging was broken in like 50 games max. It'd be like a year before it got
Fortunately, we have a
banned.
bureaucracy on this website, and nothing gets banned without a billion years to get it banned.
All you gotta do is view things as attributes and neutrally. It's Zardex with an item slot in SV. Like, you either load Ursaluna and get sub reversal, or you can lose to it. Roughly. To simplify. Because it's a Zardex with an item. Like, once I started seeing Spadef booster sets, I was like, nah, it's swaps.
That was good times.
The issue with simplification, it doesn't win you suspect tests. Like a suspect
Well,
test is basically just like how to propaganda yourself.
I think suspect tests are in a terrible state. I feel like
Just propaganda.
SV did the wrong thing in suspects like 3 or 4 times at least.
I mean, it's literally like the person who spams their idea more wins the suspect test.
Bro,
Like, what? Look at Regidrago.
Yeah. How?
I just banned Regidrago with like 50 people individually, and then they voted ban. Like,
Why
and
would
we got
you?
banned.
Why would you ever not ban Custap Berry from a tier? I don't care how good it
Because
is.
people think it's fine. People think they can. People think they can mitigate its toxicness, but like, You can't really. It's
Wait,
conceptually
wait,
bad,
wait,
but
wait.
when it's practically not that bad, then people are like, no, you can't ban it.
Well, I mean, if you literally just evaluate custom berry, it's obviously a net negative to every tier besides maybe slightly SS because it's broken, check broken with RMG and such. Like, it literally makes the game less skillful. Objectively. Too much guessing. And it doesn't bring anything to the tier. It's just fucking ban it. It's not that hard. It's like banning fucking grass whistle.
Yeah, is this your first year on Smoke on top? Like,
I
if
disagree.
we could ban things because they add nothing, then we would have like a much better tier. But we can only ban things if they detract in some manner.
Bro, SM fucking banned Z detect. They had a ladder suspect for Z detect. And at that point, guess what I did? I called them out for a fucking distraction suspect. Guess what? Half a year later, didnt gets suspected. That's another tangent I can go on. SMD night.
I mean, if you're a council member and you just had like if you made a bad decision, then like a distraction suspect is broken.
Bro, is Bernie in council?
I think so, yeah.
If Bernie is council, then I don't take like the idea of a council seriously. No offense.
Okay, but realistically,
You know what I mean?
are they really making like irrational decisions?
Bernie is not a player that I would trust my tier in the hands of.
I mean, Felicia's tier leader, so
I wouldn't trust my tier in the hands of Radu. I'll get that out of the way.
yeah, honestly, I think Radu should be tier leader. He's much more.
I just said the opposite. I said I wouldn't.
Felicia.
I would not trust him as my tier leader.
No, I'd say like out of the current council we have, Radu is the best option we have.
Oh,
Like,
I would probably agree. Which
because he actually plays SV1.
Alright, no more negativity spam. I love 1v1. I love it. I love
Same, bro.
1v1. It's my favorite tier ever, actually.
True. SV is just
SB
so
1v1 is a great tier.
There's too much positivity, man. What's going on?
Yeah, we just out here. We just out here.
Back
We out
to the
here
Radu
lying. We're out here just straight capping.
I mean, there's still so. I mean, you still say it. There's literally still so much to do in SP, but everyone's just too bad.
That's why the C team indie shit is so effective because it's like you'll have an idea of what people just tend to load, and they're not driven to break the tier. Like breaking the tier is like a mon that should have been banned, like gouging fire, just adapting.
Did he die again?
We died.
Oh, I'm back. We back. I'm here. Is it Mia that
It
died?
talks about
I died.
for our. No, you're back.
Okay. I didn't have anything of value to say.
But yeah, no, I was talking about our Bears teams, and I was talking about how we pushed like every meta forward, like every tour.
Y'all did not push that black white forward in 2022.
Black white. No, we said fuck black white,
Yeah.
but the metas we cared about, we always did.
I feel like every
Okay.
successful skewdas team, or every chip winning skewdas team, every finals making skewdas team had a tier y'all just per most on.
I mean, you can't have a perfect roster.
No, but there's a difference between not having a perfect roster and openly per mosing a tier. Or treating
is
it
what it
as,
is.
or treating it as a
Yeah.
jail.
Dude, Emil, literally black white jail came up in this podcast somehow.
Yeah.
I forgot that happened.
I mean, I think stacking a tier is fine if you spend like 60k on me Sportel and Potato, bruh. Like, it happens.
I'm not saying stacking a tier is wrong. I'm
Yeah.
saying the successful
I-
skewdas team have for whatever reason always done it.
I mean, SSBW, yeah. I mean, you just can't. I mean, I don't think a team could be the best at every tier and put their full effort in every tier. But yeah, you already said it's not. You're not saying it's wrong, but it's a funny observation.
Oh, no, it's funny that I'm saying the most successful ones have sacked the hardest. I feel like the Owen skewdas didn't have did they have a crazy weakness?
No. Oh my god, I just don't consider that a real Skewdas team.
That was real.
What was their
that
roadmap?
was canon. I mean, skewdas now have toxic 1v1 on them, so did this
Bro,
canon
that-
2
Okay.
years ago?
Yeah, GG.
Yes.
I would disagree.
I think
Toxic isn't
Yo-
even horrible. He just refuses to like improve too much. He's
No,
like,
but,
Okay,
he,
well,
but, he's,
no,
but he's a
because
he's a
toxic
meme.
1v1.
He's a meme
No,
we're
player.
not
nope.
talking about toxic
I'm
1v1.
vetoing this topic. Nope.
on my
Yeah.
channel.
Okay.
nah, GG.
You're not
I
the
think-
this player. I'm like, what?
I think PL 4 to 7 Bears Skewdas. I mean, I'm just saying Crucify is Skewdas. Yeah, I'm just glazing, but yeah, I don't think
I just don't consider any of the other rosters. Or the
Man,
last
y'all
two
really
years.
had a Alice-led skewdas team, bro. I'm dead.
No,
Bruh.
yeah, I would say
Bruh.
like the Owen team was definitely a different team.
No, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say so.
Then-
I would say it was the logical bridge from the old skewdas into whatever fucking disaster they are now. It's canon to me.
I mean,
GG.
If it has
I would
emil and a
almost
former
be mad.
skewda, it is canon.
I don't think me and Relia makes better skewdas, man.
Also, okay, let's get this
And Taka.
let's get this out of the way. We didn't talk about this. This is a footnote. If you can pick best of 7, never pick best of 5.
Oh my god.
That's true though. Like,
And we just open ourselves to variance, yeah.
Yeah. And I learned about that shit last year in the Ila Bandit tour. The extra game is like big. Cause bitch, I played like a best of 15 for finals, bro.
Oh yeah, didn't Alice pick best of 5? Is that what happened?
And then Fuking lost to Max, yeah. That was actually a Max. That's Max's best win by far ever.
For sure.
In the grand scheme. Like, he had a really good one in versus Tricking because, you know, that was his debut and he won in playoffs, but this really changed everything. Because now it had to put Emo on
Yeah,
the
that
back
was a
foot,
Maxwell legacy game.
and he
I don't
simply
know,
wasn't ready.
Wait, who?
We're talking about Max, and I said to put you on the back foot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Also, that's another game order thing, bro. It was really about to be game 3 Crow Crumbs versus Riley, SMP05.
I mean, that's good. I was just... I don't know. I haven't been a Game 8 person for a while.
So Owen is?
Okay, by that, I didn't actively think about it, but like, I feel like
why didn't you? Because you were the old skewdas like leader kind of.
I mean, I was purple red, and like I wasn't seen as a team captain or a respectable figure on that team, to be honest. But I think
no
in general,
one on that team fucked with you and looked up to you.
Yep.
No one did. Really?
That's crazy.
I don't know.
That's something I didn't know.
I don't really know. I think low-key me and Owen just stayed out of each other's way after week like 5 or
Okay,
so.
y'all respect me in 1v1, right? My 1v1 skill.
Okay, bro.
No, I'm asking.
Yes.
You and William could probably make fun of me in 1v1 for 30 straight minutes. You know what I mean?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had some battles, yeah.
Because if you have all the knowledge, you can easily put it against someone. And I was insecure about that shit of my losses for a while. But then I'm like, bro, no one's perfect. I never had a Godspeed Scolipede season. Like, the fuck? That shit never happened to me.
Okay. I don't know. I think it literally only stopped when like I thought I was a respectable enough player and people thought I was good. Because like there's always going to be a group of people that think you are good. If you are good.
I've only had outsider views on over the past few years. To me, you were the leader of that team. It's not you and I guess Owen. It was not Alice. Alice just won games in Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I have a similar amount of presence on every team. As in, like, I feel like I'm just like a de facto CG captain, or at least some sort of captain, or assistant coach. I'll take assistant coach.
You got assistant coach or inter, the 2 eggs roles.
Could be both. I would say I did a decent amount of West. Okay.
I've never seen you as a positive figure in World Cup on any team.
I agree.
I mean, he won his games.
Okay, we're not talking about this right now.
No, we need the World Cup.
Here's the thing.
Disclosure, the expose.
Here's the thing. I'll say about 1v1. Let me know if you guys agree with this. Anything, any game, winning cures all. But then when you stop winning, shit hits the fan again. The gears start grinding.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't think so. Well, okay, maybe in finals, but I feel like you can win in regular. Like, there's so many Mickey wins, obviously, Like I think people I don't think people learn enough.
Oh, I
from
totally
mistakes.
agree. Totally
I think
agree.
that's the important part. Like people, I don't think it cures all. Like I just remember thinking in hella team tours when we just like miraculously like tie the week like 5-3 it, and I just remember thinking like, yeah, we didn't deserve that, or like that's how I feel like that about nearly every week. But that's extremist end of it.
What does a deserved week look like? What does a deserved close week look like to you?
I mean, we outplayed and outprepped 5 slots with with limited hacks.
How often is that? How often do you feel
Never.
that way? Never? So it's not like competitive games are all about imperfections. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My favorite examples are basketball and Pokemon. There's going to be a lot of
Mhm.
imperfections that happen in those two things. It's just about making the best of it.
Let's see.
It's like in PL4. Skewdas went into every TB 04 because they're or L1 because their black white couldn't win a game. They still won.
Hmm.
You gotta just make the most out of every situation. Never give up. Yo ass be giving up all the time. Yo ass be giving up midweek, bro. Like what?
Alright, that's not even me anymore. But I agree at some point.
I
don't know, I
think
feel
I
like-
think it's definitely still you if you were in this situation to care.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I have to play the perfect series and win to feel satisfied. Or perfect as in like a full out play. And like there's like I think I don't think there's any room for anything else outside of like a quote unquote total victory. In
Nah,
BS7.
I still feel the opposite. As long as you earn a good amount of the games, that's all that matters. Because I remember when I played you in ORS, I threw away a guaranteed win. I know for a fact. But then I just got off on the right foot game 5. I loaded a fucking Mega Aerodactyl and won.
I think we're just not
with metronome and nasty plot icy wind Mew. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
Not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Anyone can look good at the start of something. You were in fact it was the opposite when you were dooming it when you guys were like 03-04 and then fucking tied the week versus Jads when y'all won the tour and we're obviously never ever even gonna consider losing that tour.
Yep.
Ending is everything.
I'm not agreeing.
Well, I mean, if you're like insecure or like a perfectionist or like one of those people who's never satisfied about anything, then is what it is. I feel satisfied sometimes.
I mean, okay, it
imagine
all
being this guy.
What'd you say, William?
Oh, imagine managing him during that tour.
Oh, I mean, that's why I thought he was one of the worst teammates I've ever seen. I really for a while had never seen the positive of being on a team with eggs. I didn't understand what it would look like. Besides games 1 of Pokemon.
Okay.
He was a funny guy.
Thanks, man.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know, but I feel like in the tours I won, I played a perfect series in the last week of the tour. So like then I felt like I deserved to win. Like I don't know what's wrong with that outside of that, but I'm fine not having this conversation. But yeah, I mean, okay. At the end of the day, like if we won the tour, like obviously I don't care about like 1 trillion Mickey wins plus hacks. So I guess you're right to some degree.
Everything is how you end. I thought once I got fucking steamrolled by y'all in 2022, you're gonna win the chip. Guess what fucking happened? Everything exploded. Everything.
We had just though.
What?
In that process.
What'd you say?
We had some extenuating factors.
Yeah. It's how it ends.
We know. Yeah.
It's how it ends.
But then, okay, yeah. Well, that's why I placed PL7 and more valuable than like
That's
any of our other
that's
tours.
why the fucking these like Jad teams. I like to overhype the Jads in their aperiors because I like to make them prove it to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I literally stared at that roster that they got and was like, yeah, that's a playoff team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that this Riperior's team was one of the worst I've ever seen this year. Like, I've never seen a team
they just had no
neglect.
SV.
I've never seen a team neglect a set of tiers so hard.
Dude, like, a mom built 0 teams outside for off. Like, if Recti is building 2 slots for you, your team is dead. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's cooked.
You can't have Arvin Raj making 2 slots. Like, piss off.
Yeah, bro, and they
they
overpaid in SS. Which is like, man, dude, getting wins in SS is not that hard. You don't gotta spend.
They bought
32K.
Veiled and then they bought
Charm.
They bought Charm after they bought Veiled.
you got 2 best of 7 players. You don't gotta do all that, bro. You don't got. And it's not like they're Gorilla where you can just shit, it's not working. Let me juggle you to SV. No, they had no backup plan, not a single one.
Dude, if like Bandit had less of an ego, he would like slot Veiled in SM and go black and white or something. Because holy shit.
No, bro, and I used to have arguments with him about getting out of fucking SM.
He has to stop ego slotting SM every single tour because Veiled is clearly the better SM player. Let's be real. In 2025. It's 2025. Let's
no, I have different views on them as players. I think Riley is much more logical and safe, and so I'd probably rather have him. But Bandit has a little more swing factor. He has more ability to pull out some shit that's crazy. But also, I'm taking Riley all day, every day. I'm waiting to see him have like a really crazy SM tour, but I haven't seen it in I don't know how long.
I feel like he's had some, or like he's or not SM. Yeah,
bro, when was the last time he had a loud tour?
I thought he had an SS Masterclass in World Cup.
Whoa. SS? Oh, on that bum ass team that no one cared about and that led to nothing.
He went 4-0, bro.
Where he like didn't really build that much at all.
Oh, I remember. I mean, he did. Bro, you said ending is everything. He went 4-0.
And what was the seed? It's
okay,
8.
bro.
It's 8, by the way. I got it in my head. 8 seed.
Respect. I think recording should have cut off a while ago, by the way.
No, that's chill. Like if 10 people are watching, 10 people are enjoying. You know what I mean? If they're getting this far in.
Yeah.
I mean, the entire local staff is watching at this point.
What do you think's listening right now?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Delmize.
Maybe Doc Numbers would. He comments on all my videos. That's my fucking guy.
Go.
I mean, I'll probably listen to like the first half because I wasn't there. And Doc is good.
I'd be listening to my old videos all the time.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because I'm like I like love to have stimulation when I'm just doing shit. I learn a lot. Like, this is something I think in everyone. I think you can learn from 90% of series or games. There's always a takeaway you can have. And I heard
I think like
Eggs. I asked Eggs about it, and he's like, "That was a cool video. Didn't learn a single thing." And I'm like, "Dude, what?" Because I would always do those recordings with like people that had outside POVs on SM, and I would learn every single time. In my head, Dragonium's area was real. Oh wait, I haven't seen that in ages. Yeah, you're right. It's probably not real. I didn't think about that. I haven't seen it in a while. It doesn't really. It maybe beats DDNT, maybe. That's it. Which World Cup average can do anyways. Okay, I got you. You know what I mean? I was learning shit every time I was one of VC with me. I'd learn, or every time I'd see some like crazy interaction that I didn't think about. I learned another interaction recently, which is Special Z DDNT versus PZ. Or physical even. I miscalculated my video against Le Monstre. My line of thinking was gonna lose me versus standard PZ. Or like give me this weird micro 50-50. But I miscalculated and confidently just clicked Z-Fly and won. Afterwards I'm like, wait, what would have happened? Because I watched my video and realized I didn't change the PZ type from normal to ghost. And I'm like, wait, how much was Shadow Ball gonna do? Oh, it's gonna cleanly 2KO me? Oh shit. Wait, hold up. You know what I mean? I can learn from everything.
Yeah, I just think I'm probably just not in learning mindset when I watch like series in specific, but like your educational videos, I pay a lot of attention to. Like I was gonna. Well,
it's because you don't have the mindset of like, let me like truly try to understand SM. Because I was telling William earlier, I felt like an alien on the SM planet. That's why I didn't defensively pick it when I was. I'm better than Boat and Kantari, right? Like, there's no question. I was the only reason that 2022 West team even sniffed the playoffs. But I felt like such a outsider to SM that I wasn't willing to do it. But there's no SM has that vibe where it's like you're either a player or you're an outsider. But I don't think it needs to be that way. Because the fabric of that tier is super easy to understand. D-Knight beats everything. You'll probably want to have a Zera check. Zard is really popping now, but like a lot of checks naturally come out because of crazy power level. You can kind of stack Zard checks on your team, even though you don't need a counter. D-Knight, you probably want something good versus. Stall is really good. You want a dedicated Fat Breaker. Vary your usage so you don't get C-teamed. Shit like that. Dragons are good. Fairies are good. Shit like that. Megas are good. And Megas are a lot of the top mons. Not most of them, but like a good amount of the top mons are Megas. A lot of Z-mons lose to steel types. You know, just shit like that. Like, I don't think SM needs to be this outsider tier.
Yeah.
I
agree, but
as a self-proclaimed student of the game.
For me, the investor would have not been enough.
Let's hear
Or like the payoff before time investment. Or I just have no incentive to learn pretty much. It's like
I know, but learning is really fun.
Yeah.
Vaughn here?
Yeah.
I agree.
What were we gonna say, Vaughn, about self-proclaimed student of the game? Let's hear it. Losing
As a
Articuno.
self-proclaimed student of the game, I mean, I just gotta agree. Like, you can learn from every single series. There's not an exception to that. Especially like
I totally agree.
videos like the SM talk coverage ones are really good for it.
Which SM ones?
If you're learning SM, you just learn like in any given preview, you're learning like 3 matchups straight up. If you're like new to the tier, right? Or you're learning something about, oh, how would I approach this preview? Or you're learning something about, oh, this one's done this shit. Right? Or
even being in a call with someone, like I said, is literally like, oh wait, you're thinking about a tier this way. Wait, yeah, I'm kind of, because I get in my own head way too much in 1v1. Because like Jacob pointed this thing out to me where I'll like find someone's pattern and then like not capitalize, because in my head I'm like, there's a chance that I think that they're gonna capitalize off me capitalizing off their pattern, which is in reality not gonna happen most of the time. But even versus Lamontre, I had a D-Knight faster than his PZ. I never thought anyone would ever run that. That's something I learned. He's like some super weird conversion set, I would assume. Maybe electric. You know what I mean? And I also learned that I was taking in Scarf PZ into a factor when there was a Blaziken. You're probably not going to run Scarf PZ plus Mega Blaziken, right? Just overkill? Into Zera, Gran.
My biggest issue with like 1v1 in general has always been you never know how stupid your opponent is.
Oh yeah, that's the Michelin problem.
Yeah.
I coined a term that I thought was genius the other day, like ambiguously sentient, an ambiguously sentient opponent.
Yeah, dude, that's actually
like when you're fighting mubs. What's going on in the mubs dome? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on up there.
I try to protect his clicks. I'm 0 for 0. I'm 0 for like 50. Because you never, with some people you just don't know the amount of information they're working with, right?
Yeah,
Yumi plays with a lot of information.
And when you fight someone,
entire style is just.
You got it.
Her entire style is just how much information does my op have, or like how much does he think at, but.
Or what is his mindset or approach? I've seen like a bunch of like 6v6 people like just click random guys that don't make any sense because they vaguely look good. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But versus those ambiguously sentient people, you want to like if you get off on the wrong foot 0-1, 0-2 or whatever, you gotta desperately mid-series adapt. That's what happens to me. I've been able to reverse the fuck out of those kids. Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're willing to approach it from the vibes perspective. Oh, you're willing to approach it from the safe perspective. Oh, you're trying to like swag and clip farm. Like there's a bunch of different ways that people can go. You just need to win a game versus them sooner than later. Goddamn, 2 hours 43 minutes. Holy shit. Dude, I need someone to do timestamps for me. Is anyone heroically willing to do that?
Bro, Valen's doing that.
I'm bored as shit.
Oh my god, God bless. Alright, anything else that we gotta say to the people, the 3 people watching this late in the video?
Subscribe to Dom Showdown and shit. And sign up for DPP 1v1 September.
Oh
please.
hell no! I'm ending the video.
All right.